Hello. Hi, everybody. That delay is on. There we go. And we're going to see. Oh, there we all go. Okay. There comes everyone. There's that delay that usually makes me nervous. All right, everyone. I have here with me, I have Erika Kane, I have Beth, and I have Travis. Thank you so much. They're our special guests. They are just here because I asked them and they said yes. And I was like, yay, super excited. But I've always just wanted to chat with small business owners. And I love, we all do here. We've loved your wax. And I just thought it'd be fun for you to join our Wax Live. And this is just, us talking about wax. We get the audience involved and hopefully they'll have questions as well or comments. And we just kind of flow wherever the conversation goes. I don't necessarily have a time limit. So, we go until you're tired and have to go. So we usually keep talking, but I have Erika I guess, next to me, and then Beth, and then Stephanie, Ashley, Travis, Chris, and April here. And Christine will be joining us when she can a little bit later. Hey, Molly. So hopefully you guys can start seeing comments coming through. And Kayla's here, and I think Lori's here, and Jason's here.
Yep.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everyone. Hello from Maine. Maine is a beautiful state, Molly.
I've never been to Maine.
One day we're going to go.
Yes.
Oopsie.
Hey, Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Jason, hello from Tennessee. Amy, another fantastic state. I love Tennessee.
St. Louis.
Hi, Amy.
Arizona.
Hot Arizona. It's
Louis.
hot California today,
Still
too.
Hot. Oh, my gosh. I'm over it.
It was 60 here today.
Oh, shut
Nice.
it. You're in Illinois, right, Travis? Is that what you said? Yeah. So we probably have similar weather.
Yeah,
it was 60 here today, too. It was great.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That's what
Y'all, it was 68 here, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. I'm not ready to let go of summer.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Yeah, Martha, we're in the wrong state, girl. Let's go.
In April, we're all feeling it.
I know. Yeah, April. We're further down.
Yeah, it was like 93. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was 90 here.
The problem with Illinois is you get a week or two of fall, and then it's 30 degrees.
Oh, wow.
So,
Exactly.
or it's 90, in November, one of the two.
Molly's having rain. Yeah, hopefully my AC will kick on pretty soon because I'm getting pretty hot. Okay. Just letting people join in, and then we can start asking some questions. And then you guys can ask us questions too. So it's not a one-way street. Jason says Travis and I will represent the guys.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Hi.
Hey, Melissa.
Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and start. We have about 54 people, it looks like, on right now. So people just keep coming. I will start off with a question just because I'm the hostess. And then I will turn it over. And then, like I said, we can kind of go in circles. So I don't know if Erika and Beth and Travis, if you guys have questions, we'll popcorn it around and give everyone an opportunity to talk. And then same with anyone out there in the audience. Hey, Tara. I see Tara, Tracy, Anya. If you guys have questions, feel free to jump in and type it in there. We also have some giveaways. So thank you so much. Yeah. Travis, Beth, and Erika came with some wax, and we'll do some giveaways throughout. So if you can't stay to the very end, that's fine too. So we'll do it throughout. And I think we have 15, if I counted. Each of you had 5, right? Okay. Yep. So we'll have 15 giveaways. So we'll see. We're trying a new feature here. We'll see how that works. Okay, so I'm going to start with one of my first questions, and it's actually one that Christine asked, but I think we all want to know this. But how did you get started and why? And I don't know who wants to go first, or if not, I'll punt it to Erika since she's next to me on the screen.
You're up, Erika.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so this is kind of a funny story. So, I mean, you guys all know, I think most people know that I was and am a melter first, right? So that's kind of how I got into it. And then I think it was the summer of, gosh, I'm losing track of time, the summer of 2021. And my husband saw how into the wax I was getting. He's like, why don't you like get a kit and like try to make them? I'm like, all right. So he actually got on and ordered it. So he ordered like one of those sampler kits that come with all the things you need, like the wax, I think it was the tart container and the clamshells and like all the things, the pitcher and everything. And I was like the double broiler method, like out in the kitchen, like doing the wax melts. And then I think it just evolved after that. I think he probably thought I needed a hobby, maybe. I don't know. My son's really into baseball, and he's always running everywhere, like with my son for baseball. And I go to the games, but they're like always at practices and like clinics and all this stuff. And I don't know, maybe he thought I needed a hobby. I don't know. But he knew I just loved it, and so I think that's how I got into it. So it was like a little tester kit, and then here we are.
That's awesome.
I love that he was so supportive, and I think we all have supportive spouses in this, so I think that's really
definitely
cool. That's awesome.
That's your turn.
Yay! So I'll try to keep this short. I did like that Y-Wax tag that we all did, and I actually watched that back a few days ago, and I was like, wow, I think I just rambled for 30 minutes and said nothing. Like I don't think that was a cohesive story at all. But I stick to what I said. Like it was God first and foremost. But I think there were a few things going on because it was last year. I was kind of in this remote job that I didn't really love. It was not my thing at all. I did feel like I was being pulled to incorporate God into my work somehow because I'd always been so career oriented, but I didn't know how to do that with this specific job. And then I was also really getting into Scentsy and then vendor wax, and it was becoming like this passion. And I was just like, wow, I could literally like mold all of these things into one. Like this, I could turn this into a business and, incorporate God and love it because we all love scent, right? That's why we're here. So, and then, November I got laid off and it just all had to happen. So didn't have a choice at that point. So that's how it happened. And I've loved it, every minute of it. And my husband's been very supportive with it as well. I mean, he gets in here and pours wax and ships and all that. So
very nice.
It's been good for us.
That's so cool.
Love it. I
Very
love that
cool.
story.
Travis, you're up.
I guess I'm next. So I guess like everybody else, I melted Scentsy, basically Walmart, stuff like that. And I decided one day I was going to make candles. So started making candles, and it's really, really challenging. Actually been ever since I started making wax, I've been working with candles, and I just have never been able to like perfect them until lately. So years ago, I said, I'm going to make wax melts because I'm tired of buying them. And then people just liked them. So I kept making them and started a little business out of it. And here I am today. So
Candles are a different beast, right? Like, because people have asked me about it, and I'm like, it's a different animal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's all about your vessel. If people say it's about the wick, it's about the vessel, because like candles, Bath and Body Works candles, you guys ever know, they're notorious for halfway down, they drowned out.
Yeah,
So
the kerosene smell.
No, the wicks just taper out, and
Yeah.
a lot of people put aluminum foil around them, and it does help the wax heat up and burn off. But I started with those jars, and for years and years, I went through different wax, different wicks, fragrance oil percentages, and it's just the height and narrowness of the jar. It doesn't allow enough airflow to get in there. So maybe 1 out of 20 fragrances worked. So it just wasn't enough. So I actually switched to a wider, shorter jar and a 4-wick candle. So those will be coming eventually, hopefully within the next month or so.
Maybe
That's
that's
Candle
a
heart
segue, like,
happy.
yeah, maybe that's a nice
It's-
segue. Like, isn't that a question on here, Martha, about like, are you thinking about doing any, like, what's next or something?
Yes, yeah.
Or maybe we want to keep that for later. I don't know.
We keep that for later, but whatever. I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
flowing, so I'm not super restrictive. But I did send you those questions just to get a feel. But maybe we'll get toward the end with what's next for your businesses. Stephanie, since you're right under me, do you have any question, or do you have a question? We'll start with one each.
Actually, I might have a question. Hold on. I have to pop up. Yes. How do you guys come up with the very creative names for your blend, for your wax?
That was one of my questions too. Yeah.
Well, I'll go first on this one because Travis, yours are amazing. I say, what are the scent notes in this blend, and can I fit all of them in the title? That's my process, basically.
That's a good process, though.
No, I'm not great with the names. Like, I'm really not. Like, that's the hard part for me for some reason. So
Yeah.
it just ends up being the blend. Whatever the notes are, that's what it is.
Nice and easy.
I think for me,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You go, Travis. You go, Travis.
Okay. So for me, it's days and days and days of thinking about it all day, and my wax is bagged and waiting to be labeled. So it's just, it finally comes to me, and I play with names. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? And then it's eventually like, oh, that's catchy. So that's what I'll use.
Well, like your Jamal one, I was like, where did that come from?
So we have a leopard gecko, and the kids have a sign above it, and I don't really understand where it came from because it's off a movie or something, or a TV show, and they have a sign above his tank that says "Calm down, Jamal." So it's like, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
Erika?
I would say I'm a combination of Beth and Travis. I think sometimes it just is what it is because I'm not feeling creative that day. And then other times I think a lot comes to me when I'm driving. Like my mind just wanders when I'm driving a little bit, which probably isn't a good thing. But I think I come up with a lot of names. And I think like Travis mentioned, like, I think it's just personal, like experiences, right? That I will kind of just, incorporate into the business because it's like a family affair. So I feel like it's appropriate. So yeah, I think it's a combo of both. Sometimes I'll come up with a name first and then I was like, I got to get a scent to go with that name.
That's funny.
Ashley, you're up.
Okay, what is the one oil that you cannot tolerate pouring, and what is your favorite oil to pour?
Spruce. Spruce. I hate spruce. I won't pour it. And Palo Santo is my favorite. Or strawberry pound cake. It's kind of.
Your
I
strawberry
think that's a
pound cake is
lot
good.
of everybody's favorites because it blends so. Those two blend with everything.
Yeah.
So.
I realized this week I do a lot of vanilla buttercream, like a lot.
That's a good one too.
Might should branch out a little bit, but yeah, Apollo, strawberry pound cake, those are just the best blenders. I'm staring at a wall of wax right now, but I'd say that those three are pretty much my favorite though. Alone, blended, love them. The one I don't like is dirt. Anything dirt, earth, like too earthy, I can't do it. I don't know if anyone saw anything about like petrichor.
Petrichor, yeah.
Nope, couldn't do it. Like I would walk by, I had it in a separate room and I would walk by it every now and then and I'd be like, there's dirt in here. I've got to get it out. Did not enjoy it at all.
I remember, I think it was Alexis, right? That had asked you to do a petrichor scent and you mentioned that scent was just there.
Yeah, I didn't remember, but yeah. And a few people were like, "Do you have any left over that I could buy?" And I was like, "No, y'all. I had to send it on. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I had to get it out of here."
We have some dirt lovers here.
I don't know if I've
I'm
ever
sorry.
tried
That's funny.
Ashley.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I've never smelled petrichor on its own, but I've had a blend. I've had a couple blends with a little bit of dirt, and it was pretty good. I think it's just a little bit though.
I probably put too much. I tried to like tone it down with some laundry because I love laundry. I was like, this cannot go wrong. It was still all wrong, all kinds of wrong for me personally.
Erica, what's
Erika?
yours?
So I noticed working on this latest pre-order that I used a ton of Marshmallow Fireside, like a ton, to the point where I had to reorder more. So I guess that's probably it. But again, I think the strawberry pound cake, like Travis said, the Beth, like the buttercreams, like cookie scents. Obviously, it's like, you know, 'tis the season, right? So I'm like using a lot of like sugar cookie. But I think Marshmallow Fireside, I think I use it a lot. And the one that I hate to blend, this is what I don't hate the end result, but like when it's in the hot wax, Boom Boom smells really bad to me. And you know how it smells different, guys? Like when you're blending it, it does not smell like it's going to. It smells like, I don't want to say what it smells like. Like a dirty toilet. Okay, let's just go there. Let's just say that. It just does not smell good. And I, you know, again, I like it after, but I don't like mixing it.
I thought I was the only one who thought that.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay,
Yes.
it does not smell good.
Okay. Get it.
That's funny.
We have some dirt lovers and some not so dirt lovers. Chris, have you tried dirt?
No, I have not tried any dirt yet. I've ordered it. I just ordered one, so we'll see.
What did you get?
I got petrichor from Sassy Girl.
Okay. Ooh.
That Melissa Johnson suggested I try that one. So I always trust Melissa.
Yeah.
Teddy Bees has petrichor, and so does Dessa, and they smell almost the same to me. But I find there's dirt and there's petrichor. Petrichor smells a little different than the dirt does. That's my though.
I haven't melted a petrichor. I have one. I have a souffle that I got in a bee stash from Teddy Bees, and surprisingly I'll just go pick up the bag and sniff it like a crazy person. And my daughter wanted to steal it from me, and I was like, absolutely not, ma'am. You may not. Eventually, I'm gonna melt this bad boy. I just don't know when. Like, I just don't know when I'm gonna melt it. But I love the smell of it.
I wish that I liked it because that was the strongest oil ever. I wish all oils were that strong.
Yeah.
I wish they all performed that well. But and that was just on cold. I didn't even warm it. So, I mean, I wish I liked it. That would have been a good one. Really would have.
Do people usually melt that like by itself or like in blends? Like, is it like a blendy kind of a scent, or is it more like, oh, you just melt the dirt?
Hi, Christine.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I couldn't get past the bag.
I've melted petrichor by itself, but somebody said Deer Camp Rose Girls. I love that. I love the earthy stuff with the smokiness, the leaves, the dirt. All of those things are things I have in my home all the time. So you can blend it beautifully, but it's also good alone. So try it, Steph. You'll like it.
Okay.
And if you don't,
well, I have plenty of wood and smokiness. You know me, I like my smoky tobacco, so maybe I'll try
you
that.
can even tobacco with it. You and I like tobacco a lot, so
yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard a lot about Deer Camp, so I did pick it up, and I liked it. Yep,
it's good.
And there's Allison. Love Deer Camp. Chris, do you have a question?
Oh, it's not over here. Yeah, one of my questions was this kind of along the same lines of what we're talking about. Is there like a rule of thumb as to which scents blend together? Like, how do you say, oh, I'm going to mix some of this dirt with vanilla? Or how do you, is all, like artists have a color wheel. Is there like a scent wheel, opposites attract, or?
I'll go. No, I don't know. For me, no, because I'll literally sit and look at my oil shelf and be like, I don't know, maybe this will go good together. And sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Like I did a limoncello. Is that how you say it correctly?
Yes.
Palo Santo and vanilla custard blend, and it was delicious. So it was just random though. I just picked them out off the shelf
Is
and
that
put them
coming
together.
soon? That sounds good.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
Please
not
do,
sure
because I
yet.
just melted you in one of your samples. There was a limoncello, and that was
It's
fan-frickin-tastic.
super good, and it for me it lasted till the next day, which is really odd because if for me in my house, for some reason scents don't last forever. So like when I'm testing, I have to do it in the bedroom because then so I had that in the open concept, but now at work it's like it's all day and it's like a little tiny piece like that, and then you can smell it throughout the whole office. So I don't know if it's just my house, but yeah. So any testing is done in the bedroom.
That's what I do too. I don't know if y'all can see behind me, but I don't have like a finished ceiling. Like our house is still a work in progress 2 years later. So yeah, I get so excited when someone messages me and they're like, this was amazing in my home. And I'm like, great, because in my kitchen, it did not, wasn't great. But I do all my testing in the bedroom too, because it's just like, it's a good concentrated area. So
Yeah, and I figure like most people will like I have one, two, three, four, three melters in this open concept, so I can smell it, but within 4 or 5 hours it's gone. But in the bedroom it lasts all day. But I try to think that not everybody has the housing I do, so that's why I melt it in the bedroom because it's more our bedroom's like 2 rooms in one because they took out the wall. So it's almost like a normal size living room, so
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
yeah, I don't have a specific formula either. Like, I mean, I just pull out a bunch of bottles and I start sniffing really and truly. And that's just fun. Like that's how I relax. I mean, that's just fun to me. And I do like to kind of find the two that just don't seem like they would go together and try it. And sometimes, like Travis said, it works, and other times it really doesn't. So y'all never will see those. Y'all will never see those.
I would say the same as Beth and Travis have already said. And yeah, and sometimes like if I use a particular oil all the time, like Marshmallow Fireside, you've used it enough in enough different blends that you kind of have an idea if it's going to work or not, right? Like, I mean, so I feel like that comes into play too. But yeah, I think I like what Travis says, like kind of just like trying new things is fun.
And I think you kind of get to know the scent notes. Like when you look at a fragrance oil, like you're like, okay, it has this is going to be amazing with this. And like you just kind of know after a while.
We'll be your guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And you kind of know, like Erika said, you've used a blend, an oil so much, you know how much to put of that oil in with the rest of the other blends you're gonna put in that blend. So.
And I think perfect segue here. So Anya's asking, how big of a test batch do you use when trying new blends?
So I think for me, like a batch for me is a pound of wax. So I will usually just start with like half a pound just to kind of get a good feel for something.
I'm similar to Beth. I pour in pound increments. And so I'll do the same, either cut it in half, or sometimes I've even done a quarter if I'm doing like that will fill 2 clamshells, I think. And so sometimes I'll do that as well.
I just do about 6 ounces. And then I just basically do it's not the mini loaf pan, but it's an actual It's the it's just another loaf pan, but it holds 6 ounces. So I just make 6 ounces. I pour it and set it back and wait a couple weeks and melt it.
Is it hard to wait that long?
Yeah.
Especially if it's something that you really.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I wait 3 or 4 days, so, but I really try to wait 2 weeks.
I couldn't do it.
And then I forget who was next. April, did I ask you yet for your question?
Oh, not yet. So I have a question. Every vendor, your wax is all so different, like your blend. I'm so curious, for your specific wax, what type of warmer do you guys recommend? Like a tea light, a bulb warmer, or maybe like a certain wattage of hot plate? Like, what do you guys find would work really well for your guys' specific wax?
I mean, I can go first on this one. I mean, because I have a softer formula, I find that it does work with pretty much anything. So it does work in Scentsy because I know that tends to be a little bit of a lighter or heat. The heat isn't as hot. It's not as hot as some of the other ones. Where am I going with this? Yes. But it does work with that. But I bought some of those is it candlewarmers.com? Like they sell them in all the stores too. Like that one works really well. I feel like those what are they, like the one where you can take the plate off of, what's that called? Like you take the plate off of and you can put the candle
like a
on the bottom
2-in-1.
too. Yeah, like I have some of those. That one burns so hot that like the dish is so hot to even touch, like to take it off, like one of those situations. And so if something's not performing well for me when I'm testing, I always put it in that one to see, because it's like really, really hot. But for the most part, I've found that it works fairly well in pretty much anything. I think because it is softer.
I use Scentsy primarily in my home because I mean they're just gorgeous, so I have to use them. But I do prefer like the element warmers that you could get from like kind of what you're talking about, Erika, like especially from like candlewarmers.com. I've tried those; they're really good. I think that's what I have in my kitchen right now, actually. I don't have a lot of patience with the tea light warmers. I know they do perform well, but I lose my tea light candles, the little candles, all the time. So I just never use them. But it does perform well with those. But I just prefer an element warmer if I have to choose.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page there. I actually tell people that my wax is more for like an element warmer or a hotter, like 24 watt or higher bulb warmer. I have some Scentsy warmers and the element warmers, and it doesn't melt very well. But I do have like a happy wax warmer at my work, and on medium, it melts it relatively well. So, I mean, it gets a full melt pool. So I don't know the different wattage between medium on that and just the Scentsy being on. So.
Awesome. We have a question here from Stephanie. Do you buy your oils from a specific vendor, or do you have some oils specially made for you? This is for all three of you.
I don't have one specific vendor. I'm always shopping from different places. So
same. Excuse me, same. I have some staples that I use for some staple scents, but like I use a lot of different ones.
Yeah,
probably too many.
Yeah.
Because like my wax addiction has now turned into my fragrance oil addiction.
Yes. Me too.
Yes. I do have one made for me, and I'm actually working on with manufacturers to make a couple new ones. So
that's really cool.
That's cool.
And,
yeah.
And like fragrance oil addiction is serious. I think personally, I have more fragrance oil than I have like vendor wax, because my shelves are just full, because you're always on the hunt for that next great different blend. Yeah.
And there's so many. Oh my goodness, it's overwhelming. It's so many, and I want to try them all.
Cool. Christine, I think I asked your first question here. That's how we kicked it off with one of your questions, but you have another one, go for it.
The biggest thing was, again, why you got started. Because now that I'm into vendor wax and the boxes just keep showing up at my house, my husband was like, you should just start your own. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because I look to you guys for the latest and greatest blends. And I feel like then it would be another addiction. So it's kind of funny how you guys said that it's kind of an addiction. And I bought a cabinet, the girls know, and it's already full. And I said, when it got full, I wasn't going to buy anymore. So now I have to either start destashing it or just burn faster. But the biggest thing is like, why did you get started? That's really what I wanted to know too. Was there something out there that you just weren't getting from other waxes? Or, I started my journey with Scentsy and then it just branched and it was a slippery slope from there. And then Chris came after me and then, the rest is history. But yeah, the biggest thing is why did you get started? Did you feel like there was something that was missing out there, or you just wanted to create your own blends and just kind of go out on your own? So that's what I was curious about.
I'll go first. I got started because I loved it. I mean, I got tired of buying it. And when I did buy it, it wasn't good enough for me. So I just said, I'm just going to make my own. And now here we are almost 5 years later. So.
Yeah, I mean, I got started with Scentsy too, and it was just, it was, I had no idea all that was even out there. So when I started warming Scentsy and all the scents, and then I discovered vendor wax and all the scents, and I mean, it was just brand new world. And it seemed like fun too. I mean, that's kind of how my passion led me there. And then, other stuff made it happen.
Yeah, for me, Christine, I mentioned a little bit earlier, so it's similar to Travis and Beth, but I was melting Scentsy, and then you go down that rabbit hole and you discover all the vendors and like, wow. And then that addiction, exploded. And then I said that I think my husband just thought I needed a hobby. He saw how much I liked the vendor wax, and he bought me one of those test kits from a supplier, and then the rest is history. Then I just started testing more and different suppliers and different oils and different waxes, and it just evolved.
Arthur, was
It's so
it asked
funny.
yet? Like, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it's so funny. I got a memory pop up on my Facebook today that a year ago today, so in my area, we have like this huge community yard sale. We do not go. But last year we decided to try to sell these little wax melts that I had made that were not good, y'all. They were not good. Like, this was my first time out. And I was like looking at the pictures we had taken of these wax melts, and I was like, oh goodness, it's wow, how far we've come.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've evolved past that, because that was rough. But that was fun to see
That's
that.
really cool.
And just think that's been a year.
Somebody told me, Beth, the first clamshell that I ever made, they said it smelled like Ben Gay.
That is funny. We're doing good
And
now, right?
And now you sell out in 3
Okay.
minutes,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep, you're doing real good. So we have a number of questions here, but I'll start with this one. I know Beth's answer to this, but how did you name your business?
Chickens, y'all. My chickens.
That's
They just
So
had
cute.
names that needed to be used. I mean,
adorable.
Too cute.
I love that.
For me, sorry, you go, Travis.
No, go ahead.
For me, the second in Spruce, it's actually the streets that me and my husband grew up on, and our parents still live on those streets today.
Very nice.
oh, I love
So
that.
we were debating going back and forth, and nothing just was coming together. I'm like, no, it needs to be more personal. Like, it needs to mean something. And then that's the direction it took us in.
That's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So I grew up on a farm. So I just used our family last name and farm and since.
That's nice.
That's
I love
really
how it's
cool.
personal for all of you. There's a
Yeah.
personal connection.
I grew up
Travis, I
on a
just
farm.
picture you like pouring wax melts in this like cool like rustic barn. Like, I don't know.
I wish.
That's the bot. Like, that's what I'm picturing you doing.
You're not pouring wax in a cool rustic barn?
No, unfortunately
Aw.
We'll keep that in our minds.
not.
That was one of my questions, actually, if it wasn't asked. Where do you guys pour? Do you do it out of your home? Was that asked yet?
Nope.
Not yet, but that was another question coming up here.
I do. Yeah, I pour out a room in my house. Ever so close to hopefully getting a little shop in our downtown area. That's always the dream.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. I pour right here. If you can see behind me. This is my workshop.
Your lair.
Yeah.
Yes, so cool.
We are hoping to build a workshop out in our we have a pole barn right now, so we're hoping to close that in and turn that into, at least build a little room for a workshop and some storage, because we're out of storage. Like, this is my kitchen. I'm looking at a wall of wax. I have a room over here. It's just wax everywhere, which is really fun to look at. And if you want to sniff something, you just walk in another room and sniff. But yeah, we need to separate. We need to move outside the kitchen.
That's so funny. Where do you put your kitchen stuff then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The kitchen is not for food anymore. We don't do that in this house. That's what takeout's for.
There you go.
Love it.
And Erika, you at home too?
I am. Yeah, I was in a smaller space in the house, and it started spilling over into we have a little family area downstairs, and that's where my son kind of goes and hangs out and plays his games. When we have friends over, that's where they hang out. And it was spilling over into that area because it was at the back of that area. And so finally I'm like, okay, this is not working. So we have another room behind that where my husband had his work tool stuff, the craftsman, tool chest and the whole setup. And it's a bigger open room. And so I moved back there, and it's working out really well. I'm much happier back there. It's a whole area now. So it's working out good so far. But I mean, that's always the dream, right? To have a separate space out of the home. But who knows?
Yeah.
Eventually, maybe.
But you need a she shed, Beth.
I know. We talked about that too.
We do have we do have another side room on our 2-car garage. You never know. Put something out there, but the goal is to have a retail location too. So
That's
that
awesome.
would be really cool.
You're on your way. You're on your way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Exciting.
So another question here from Tracy for all three of you. Does your family help out with your company, or are you a one-person show?
I am not a one-person show. No, I could not even begin to take credit for that. My husband helps me a lot. He has his own business, but he's actually been, spending more time in this business with me. And I'm so grateful to him. And then I've even gotten my other family involved. My sister-in-law, she actually makes the samplers. So she puts them together for everyone. And then my mother-in-law's been helping. So we're making it a whole family affair. My nephew wanted to be on this tonight. I don't know why, but he wanted to come. He said it was his dream to be. So no, our family is very supportive. So it's been great.
That's great.
Erika?
Sure. So I do a majority of all of the pouring myself, but I am training. My niece is in training. She's interested, and so she's been coming up on the weekends. She does work full time, but she's been coming up on the weekends, so she'll be here tomorrow to help me. And yes, I'm training her on the pouring. But my husband, he's packing and shipping, so all the beautiful boxes you get are primarily packed by him. And the last time my mother-in-law did come up, and she kind of cross-checked. So I pulled the orders, and my niece helped me pull the orders. And she checks the packing slip to make sure everything's there. And then she gives it to my husband, and then he packs it.
So
And
cool.
Yeah. So it's becoming a family affair, I think.
He does a great job, Erika. It's always so pretty.
It's
The
so
I
packaging.
trained him well, Ashley. But now I think I said in one of my videos, he surpassed me. He's he will call it out. He's like, oh yeah, I can tell you packed that one because it's not up to snuff, basically. The edges of the paper are not crisp enough or something.
Oh, nice.
That's hilarious. That's so cute.
Was he a Christmas wrapper at Christmas time when he was younger in department stores? Back when they did
actually,
that?
this really shocked me because I mean that's not like typically how he is with anything. So he takes it seriously. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Aw.
So cool.
And Travis, how about you?
So I pour all the wax, and it's because I am up early before everybody else, and then I come home from work and do it. So, but for restocks, my wife helps me pack all the orders. I pack them, and she gets all the labels and pulls the orders and stuff like that. And our daughter likes to help too. So, if she's wanting to help that day, she'll help us out too. So,
That's
How old's
but
your daughter?
the biggest, she's 10.
Oh,
The biggest help is my wife listens to me talk about it all the time. So it's very supportive.
That is awesome. I'm going to pause here. Should we do a giveaway? I think we should do a giveaway.
Yeah. Let's do a giveaway.
Yeah, let's do a giveaway. Okay, so first time trying this. Let's see if this works. But there is a code word, and the code word is snickerdoodle, all lowercase. Snickerdoodle. So if you want to get a giveaway, then you can type that in the comments.
Oh,
Woohoo!
And I'll give it a minute here.
Now they all show up.
Type fast, everybody.
Snickerdoodle.
I want a snickerdoodle.
And
If only we could find a good snickerdoodle scent. Who could make that?
I
Oh,
wonder.
man.
Not Scentsy.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be honest. Besides the test candle of Snickerdoodle I made, that was awful. I've never made Snickerdoodle. It just doesn't smell strong enough to me. I don't know why.
All right, I'm gonna. Hopefully, everyone's done typing. We got one more, but okay. So let's try this. Supposedly, this is gonna work. Wish me luck here. I'm gonna hit draw. Hopefully, you guys can see that. And
luck.
we still got 42 entries. Okay, here we go. Hey!
Congrats, girl.
All right.
Nice.
So we will. So I guess I'm gonna just, or I don't know. We didn't think about this. Whose giveaway goes first? Probably should have announced that first. Let's see here. Or how about this?
Sorry.
How about you put in the text if you want one from Erika, Beth, and Travis, and then next time I'll call it out ahead of time.
He's my armrest.
He's so
Nice.
cute.
Aw.
So
That
Ebony
went
and
well,
Ivory Wax
Martha.
Company,
That went
you are
very
the winner. If not, I'm just gonna pick for you.
I'll pick for you.
Go for it, Christine.
Erica.
Who's she gonna get? Oh, here we go. Hey, do you want something from Beth, Erika, or Travis? Jennifer.
Said pick for me.
Oh, pick
Oh,
for
she's
you.
a-
Okay, go for it, Stephanie. Who do you want to pick?
Oh no, Christine said it.
Okay, Christine.
I said Erica.
Mm-hmm.
Erika.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to write your name down, and then we'll put you in touch with each other, and then you guys can
Yay.
figure it out.
Yay.
Yay, congratulations.
Awesome.
I love this. This is so fun. Giveaways are so fun.
Yes.
Agreed.
That was so awesome, Martha. Thanks for doing that. That worked out great.
Yes,
I was
it went very smoothly.
Yeah.
All right. So do we do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This one will be
This is
from
fun.
Beth. This will be a Beth giveaway. So everyone, let's do it one more time. Type in Snickerdoodle.
Oh, and if y'all haven't tried it, Jennifer's wax, Ebony and Ivory, it's really good.
Oh,
She's
nice.
got some amazing blends.
I love just how you guys all support each other. I think that is
Yes,
so amazing.
absolutely.
Amazing.
That's beautiful and loving and fun. I love when I see, I know who that is supporting that. I love it too. Great job bringing that up, April.
It's always nice to try. It's always nice to support other small vendors. But it's always nice to try variety. And
Oh, is it picking already?
It is.
Oh, there we go.
Woohoo!
Jules.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congrats, Jules.
Yeah, I had trigger finger there. Sorry.
Oh,
All right.
very cool.
This is Erika. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll continue, and then next one will be Travis. So we'll continue the conversation here. Let me stop sharing. And gosh, now I got to go back. Does someone here have a question? If not, I'll go hunt some questions up
I
here.
think there were several in a row, Martha.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Gotta
I think
pass
this is
all
where I
the
was.
snickerdoodles first.
Have you ever experienced certain fragrance oils that do not smell very well in the bottle or in concentrated form, but transform very nicely after diluted or poured?
I'll go, yeah, all the time. Typically, it's because they're super strong in the bottle, and then when you get in wax and disperse it throughout the wax, it tones it down, but it's still very strong. It's just it takes on a different smell.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I could, think of a specific oil, but I can't. Nothing comes to mind. But I mean, I know that there are definitely some that I've been like, I don't know about this, and then once I've got it in a blend, it's something that I love. So, but I can't think of a specific one. I wish I could.
Yeah, me either. I can't think of a specific one. The only thing is that example I gave of the boom boom, like that I do not like in the hot form. In the liquid form, it does not smell good. But otherwise, I think it happens. It's just I can't think of an example.
I wonder if it's certain Palo Santos. Like I know I don't like certain vendors of Palo Santo, but honestly, it was Beth who opened me up to Palo Santo.
Yeah, it's so good.
Then it's kind of branched out. So I think I know that I don't like certain vendors Palo Santo. Maybe it's because they're making more of it and it's more mass produced like Scentsies versus, small batches. But I've noticed I only like certain vendors Palo Santo.
100%
Honestly, I've never tried Palo Santo I think I've tried like Rose Girls and a few other vendors, but I haven't gone out and specifically searched for it. And I wasn't familiar with it at all until I started pouring it. So when everyone's like, I don't really like this Palo Santo or something, I'm like, I need to really make an effort to try others to kind of see what else is out there. Cause I'm just curious and just want to know.
So I kind of find that a lot of people have different choices or different thoughts on Palo Santo because some people want the smell of the stick not burning. Some people want it burning. So it's as a vendor, you kind of go with whatever one you prefer.
All right. I have another question here from Brandy. And sorry, I don't want it to feel like you're being peppered with questions. So you guys you can ask us questions too, but I'll pick this one from Brandy and then feel free to ask us any questions if you want. When your businesses really caught on and took off, was it overwhelming? How did you deal with that first big rush?
I think so. I think it was a little bit overwhelming for me at first because it was so new and I was loving it. I was having a lot of fun, but I didn't really understand everything. And I was brand new. I mean, what else can what else can I say? I was just brand new. So I wasn't sure like about turnaround times and how much can I reasonably, do within a certain amount of time. So it was just a big learning curve.
For me, I learned last night.
Oh,
So typically I try to make more every month. And I made a lot more this month, and it's just the group has really grown, and I was very overwhelmed. I mean, I sold out and basically sold out within like the first 20 minutes. So, and for me, I hate that because I know that feeling when I want something and I don't get it, and it sucks. But so lesson learned, and you move on, and you make changes to your business.
well,
I would say the
I will
same. Like,
say
you don't
though,
know what you don't. Oh, sorry.
No, go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you don't know what you don't know, right? Like until it happens, and then you like Travis said, you switch it up and make it better and whatever. But yeah, it's definitely overwhelming for sure.
That's
In a good
horrible.
way, though. In a good
Yeah.
way.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
it can be a lot. Lots of, like Travis said, lots of lessons learned. Like I feel like I tell Matt that almost every day. I'm like, okay, lesson learned on this one. Like, gotta regroup.
Yeah, and in my experience, it's always been I try to make enough for an hour, like it gives everybody plenty of time to shop. But it was so heartwarming to see the support last night. But at the same time, it was I feel so bad for everybody that didn't get nothing. So we'll change and we'll grow and we'll figure it out. So
I just want to say congratulations, though, because
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
big picture, though, I think everyone's happy though because we want you guys to stick around forever.
and it's
Exactly.
so nice to have the support, and everybody the understanding and the outreach saying congratulations even though you didn't get anything, and it's definitely
I
heartwarming.
was literally laughing out loud because I went to check out and it said, "Nope, this isn't here. Try again. This isn't here. Try again." And I was just
3
cracking up because I thought this is so freaking awesome. I mean, I still have some pumpkin pie pound cake left. I'm good, but this is
I am
so.
all
I
out
just
for that.
that
could
that was
not
gone
stop
in like
giggling.
a minute.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I made so much of
Travis,
it.
that has to be on the pre-order though. It has to be.
It will be.
Please.
Yeah.
Yay.
I know.
Good,
We
because
were all
I
like-
want some now.
Oh yeah.
God.
Everyone
And-
needs it in their life.
And
Yes,
Erica and
it's
Beth,
amazing.
I don't know how long have you guys been in business?
So I launched, so a soft launch, very soft, to our personal networks on Small Business Saturday just last year. So it hasn't even been quite a year. And like as far as opening up, like broadening the net, that probably wasn't until after the holidays. So I would say like maybe my first release was like maybe February, March
Wow.
of this year, I guess. So yeah. So I mean, technically Small Business Saturday 2022, but again, like it was just like our personal network.
Can I just say one word? What the melon, Rita?
Yeah, I keep hearing about it.
Oh my
Rita,
gosh.
It's
So
wonderful.
glad.
I'm pretty sure Amy has sent me some of that, and I haven't made it to it yet. I'm getting there, and I'm excited for it.
I got to
It's
take
good.
breaks when I pour that one. That's how it's one of those
It's
strong
so
ones that
strong.
I can't pour a lot of that at a time. I'm sure you guys have blends like that too. That
Yeah.
that's the one.
But it's
That
so
actually is
good,
a great
Erica.
question. Actually, what blends can you only pour like that you need a break from because it's so freaking strong?
That one for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Mad Tea Party.
Oh,
It's
That's a
so
good one,
good,
too.
but it's
So
just
good.
so strong.
It's good.
Does it
I
have
do have
almond
a
in it?
So much.
yeah. I do have
What was
another
the
one
name of
that
this blend?
Mad Tea Party.
Oh, Mad Tea Party. Okay.
Mm.
Good.
I have another one that I'll be pouring for the pre-order. It's holiday truffle. It's like a raspberry truffle.
Oh.
It is
Mm.
so strong, and it's sweet though. So if you don't like super sweet, you won't like it. But yeah, I can't pour very much of it at a time because it's just too overpowering.
Wow.
I
Ashley,
don't.
did you have oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think I have one that's like too overpowering for me. I think my scent threshold is very high now. I'm like, I need more. I need more. I'm sure though, like I know that when we've been pouring in the past couple of weeks, I know there have been a few scents that we've been like, "Ooh, that is strong," but I don't remember what it is right now. Yeah, I can't think of one specifically.
I wonder if all the coffee ones you offered, Beth, if it gets kind of a little overwhelming if you pour them
No,
all
I
around
love
the same.
it. I love it. Today was coffee day.
I love
I'm gonna
coffee too.
finish
Oh,
up coffee on Monday. I am all about it. I love it so
yes.
much.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I think I bought almost every one of the coffee ones you offered.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
they're good. I was pouring someone actually posted it in the Facebook group today, coffee and a shot of cynicism. So like strawberry pound cake, raspberry jam,
Ooh.
and
Mhm.
coffee house. And oh,
I think I
love
grabbed
it.
that one too. Pretty sure I did. Because I think I asked you about Al's Pancake World, if the oil was the
Yeah.
same as yeah. Do you remember me asking you that? I think I
Yeah.
passed on Al's and grabbed something else.
Yeah, I'm looking at Al's and it is a little bit different. It's still good, but yeah, it is a different coffee oil.
Chris or Christine, any questions or comments? I'm pulling up a few over here. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, about selling out quick, because I said to our small group, I said, we got to stop talking them up because we're screwing ourselves. But, it's like, when you say go this way, I found a shortcut. Well, if you tell everybody, then it won't be a shortcut anymore. So, all joking aside, you can't please everyone too. And I know it's hard, but I feel like it's going to come in strides. I see there's a question about RTS or pre-orders, but I think pre-orders takes out a lot of that stress for everybody, as much as it might be hard for everybody to wait. I mean, we have tons of wax. I'm sure we all
Absolutely.
can wait. So
Fantastic point, Christine.
Yep. I'm just afraid when all these pre-sales start showing up at my door.
Well, I have
Yeah.
so many. I have
I need
a
to make a
folder in my
list.
email just for wax, and it's. I have to scroll down now to be able to see all the emails, and I'm like, oh damn! So much for Nova.
Made a comment. I said it earlier today. Someone, I don't remember what it was, but no matter how many times I tell Michael, okay, these have already all been paid for, but they won't be here for another 6 to 8 weeks. Boxes are going to start showing up. And when they start showing up at the door, he's like, what is this? I'm like, I already told you what these are, my love. Just bring them in the house.
He's used to it now because I'm almost 3 years into the wax, so he's used to pre-orders and what is it ready to ship and this box is coming and all of that stuff. So he's the same way.
Yeah.
But he supports my wax addiction because I support his sports, and it's football season right now. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's also like Christmas when a box shows up because you're like, oh, I forgot that I ordered that. Oops.
It's the best when you forget that you ordered something or forget that you ordered a blend, and it's kind of like Christmas. Yeah, I agree with that.
It's the whole blackout shopping at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yes, I think I've said to several people I've bought wax at 3 a.m. before. Yep, one of the downsides of insomnia sometimes.
So back to the question, do you have, so Erika and Beth, you're right now in the middle of almost wrapping up your pre-orders. Travis, you just had your RTS yesterday. So do you have a preference?
I prefer pre-orders. I mean, the RTSs, they're fine. I just don't like I don't personally prefer like an RTS. Like when I'm shopping, I prefer a pre-order just because I like to take my time. But I do have an RTS coming up, so there's that.
They're fun.
Hunger Games. Is that what
Yeah.
someone said last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done one pre-order in almost 5 years. So it's now to the point it's going to have to be pre-orders because I can't make enough. And because when I do a pre-order, after the pre-order, I usually take a week off. So I'm pouring a pre-order in 3.5 weeks, or if I have the time frame between pre-orders is sometimes 4 weeks or sometimes 5 weeks. So sometimes I'll have 3 weeks to pour or I'll have 4 weeks to pour, but it's not enough. So it's going to have to be pre-orders probably from now on.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like pre-orders too because I can, like Beth said, I can read all the stuff and kind of look through it. I mean, I did tell Travis and Beth and Erica and a few of you, I was on a speedboat in the middle of San Francisco Bay last night while Knowles opened, and it was the Blue Angels was over, so he's speeding back to Pier 39, and we're like in those raft boats, And I had my phone, I had like one hand wrapped. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. I had one wrapped around the holder, and we're jumping over wakes, death grip on the phone, and I'm like ordering.
Oh my goodness.
That's dedication,
that was
Martha.
crazy. That was dedication. I'm like,
That's
I'm getting
impressive.
some more. I'm
Talent.
getting some more Knowles.
That's talent.
I was sitting in my recliner.
I was right here.
And nothing. That's impressive.
I know. We were getting ready to leave we went to a high school football game last night, and I had my cart loaded. And I went to check out. I'm like, I had more than 2 in here. What happened to everything? And then I went back and I realized, oh, he's selling out quickly. So it was
Calm down, Jamal sold out in 3. I was 3
I
minutes in. I
have
was
that
like,
one. I'm
calm
like,
down.
I
Yeah.
wanted to try them all.
It was.
It's very flattering,
it
Travis,
was-
that you sell out like that.
Yeah,
it's just
I know. It's
That's
frustrating
frustration.
because I can't make enough.
how many fans you have.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that your dog, Travis?
Yeah, he's being a brat.
What kind
he's
of dog is
good.
he?
Great Dane.
He sounds
Oh,
big.
beautiful.
Come here.
Okay.
What's
let's
his
see
name?
here.
Nugget.
It's huge.
Oh,
Aw.
Oh. Hi.
You said his name was Nugget?
Nugget, yeah.
I love that.
Nugget.
Dino
Nugget.
Nugget.
That has
I'll
to be a
pause.
scent, Travis.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe
I'll
it will.
pause here real quick. Do you, Travis, Beth, Erica, do you have any questions for just audience at all, or anything about your from your customers or for your customers? And
I
it's okay if you
actually
don't.
do. How is my website? Because I redesigned it and I don't like it, but is the functionality good?
Hey, I could order with one hand on San Francisco Bay on a phone.
That's
You know what I liked about it
Functionality
was
works.
it doesn't take you to the cart after like you select your blend, add to cart, and it doesn't take you to the cart. It leaves you on that screen, so you don't have to keep wasting time
Yeah,
going back.
I like that.
I
like
like
just
that.
clicking
That
on the
was-
scent.
Yes, click and add.
I think
Yeah, 'cause I
Erica's
used
yours
to-
is like that too.
I used to do every single scent on a different page, and I'm like, this just does not work for people. Like, so yeah, I just started put them all on one page.
Yeah, I like it like that. It was very user friendly.
Okay, cool.
You like it
Absolutely.
too, Travis. Yeah.
I was able to one finger it, so it worked beautifully.
I was gonna say if she was able to do it from a speedboat,
That's
I
right.
think it's good.
With my thumb, I'm like, yeah, no, it works great. It works great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brittany had a glitch. She had a different loaf show up in her order confirmation.
oh wow.
And so
I
yeah,
saw
and then
that.
somebody didn't get their free shipping after they spent so much, and I'm just like, oh no. So going through all the orders, make sure everything was right was fun.
Yeah. Here's another question. Do you have specific blends you consider your signature scent? We touched on this a little bit. I mean, Erika, you're saying you use a lot of marshmallow fireside, I think, and Beth buttercream. But I don't know. Is there a signature scent that you think you have?
I think the beach night cookies, for me, that's always a popular one. Really anything with beach nights, I feel like everyone just loves. Donut shop and Palo, that's a big one, and pine cones and spice. That's like the original.
I'm excited for that one.
Lavender
Pine
and
cones and
Speckles.
spice.
Yeah. I like that one. If I had to say that there was one that was like super strong, like you have to kind of be prepared to pour it, that would probably be it. Like it's pretty strong.
Yeah, mine's obviously sugar cookie dough bread because it goes good with anything.
It really does.
I think I got some of that. I forgot what I got.
And Erika, raspberry. Someone said, so Amy says she thinks of raspberry churro with you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, probably something with raspberry. I'm trying. Some of the coffee blends have been becoming more popular, so I think some of the coffee blends, like the latte da,
just phenomenal.
People seem to like that latte da blend, so
latte da
that's
is
why
so
I offered
good.
it.
And Gadzooks too. You need to bring that one back.
I will pour that again the next time for sure.
I know April will say that too. She likes Gadzooks.
Yeah, please, yes. Yes, I love it.
I'm trying to think of like something. Yeah, I think that's probably it.
So here's one, I think more the category. Like, what's your favorite category?
For me personally, like my personal taste is always probably going to be more of like this is going to sound funny because I hate dirt, but like the woodsy type scents. Like I love those, like the more masculine leaning scents. Like I really enjoy those. Laundry, like those are always going to be my personal favorites, but I am amazed at how much I've come to love bakery over the past year. Like it was not something I ever reached for a year ago. And now I get probably the most excited about making the bakery scents because it's just so fun. You can get so creative with them.
Yeah. I think I'm the opposite, Beth. I think I love the bakery personally, but like I'm more into the woodsy, smoky kind of scents now. And mixed with bakery, that's like slam dunk.
Yes. Yeah. A year ago, I had no idea those two would just like a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I like them all. I'm not picky. Actually, like I prefer bakery blended with anything not clean. I don't really know how to explain the category. Not woodsy, but not clean, not bakery. Something like a more perfumey masculine. Like we went to Bath and Body Works the other day and they had sweet whiskey.
Well, sweet whiskey.
All I could think was this would be great with sugar cookie.
Heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I think Travis, did you smell sweet whiskey years ago before they reformulated it? They took an oil out and they put, I think, the berry part in. Did you smell the old one?
No, I didn't. This is the first time I had smelled it, and I was in love. I think it's the sweet amber. That is
the amber. It's fantastic. I love sweet whiskey.
Yeah.
So if you could dupe that, I'm sure plenty of us would buy it.
I mean, I could if I had enough to get duplicated. So duplication is hard because you can try to find all the scents to duplicate it, or you can basically send it off to a manufacturer and have it duplicated, but you have to spend a ton of money to do it. So.
And I'm going to say night, Jason.
Night, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
I'm curious, like, how expensive is it to send off a thing to try to dupe it?
So you have to buy, like, if I wanted to dupe sweet whiskey, I'd have to buy enough body care product. I don't think they sell it in candles. So I have to buy enough lotion or perfume for them to withdraw the actual
Fragrance out.
notes out of it. And then you have to buy so much. Uh, if they send you a sample, you try it out, and if you want to buy it, you have to buy a large amount.
Wow.
So it can get expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Oh, I've never smelt warm sugar and spig. Is that a Scentsy?
I think Bath and Body Works.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It sounds like it sounds like an older one of theirs because I used
Brown
to be a
sugar and
Bath and
fig
Body
is like
fan.
one of their years ago scents. It's so
Got it.
it's
Okay.
so good. It's so good.
It's like with the warm vanilla sugar crew, right? Isn't that when that was all out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love warm vanilla
Love
sugar.
Like
that.
years ago,
Mhm.
million
That's
years
a good
ago.
one.
Warm vanilla sugar on its own is amazing.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
warm vanilla sugar. I love it too. It goes with everything too.
It really does.
That's probably another one of my favorite blenders. Is I love to put warm vanilla sugar with almost anything.
I
It's
have
better
actually
than
not
vanilla-
used.
vanilla
I haven't.
ice.
I haven't used it.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Ashley.
use it. It's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Ashley, what were you going to say?
I just said that I prefer warm vanilla sugar as a blender over vanilla bean Noel any day because it has
Mhm.
it can go sensual, it can go bakery, it can go perfumey, however you make it. I love warm vanilla sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would agree with you.
I don't know if
Susan
it's just me, you guys, but like the vanilla bean Noel, that Mrs. Claus's cookies oil, that smells similar to me. Those two. Have you ever smelled both of those side by side? Maybe it's just me.
I haven't, but I did see on one vendor site where they actually called it a dupe. Like that was their dupe. But I mean, oils can vary from site to site, from supplier to
True.
supplier. But that's what they called their dupe. So
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know.
Huh.
So what is the scent notes
People
of that?
said
'Cause I
warm
think
vanilla sugar sampler. Yeah, that's a good one too.
That'd be a good one.
I mean, I'm not
Y'all don't
opposed
give
to
me
that.
sampler ideas. I've got a lot.
I'm like, warm vanilla sugar sampler.
I'm gonna say that's about 99% of my perfumes have some kind of vanilla in it. So I am not opposed to any kind of vanilla, warm sugar,
Vanilla's
anything.
beautiful.
You've never smelled it, Steph? Warm vanilla sugar?
No, I have.
Oh, I was
I
going to
have.
say
I'm
it's
just
been
saying I'm
around
not
forever.
opposed. Yeah. Not
It's
opposed.
beautiful.
Let's ask this question here, and then we'll do another giveaway. What scent
Yeah.
are you warming right now?
Ooh.
Zucchini bread.
Yes.
Just keep it basic.
Zucchini bread always has my heart forever. So good.
I'm warming Sleeping with the Zucchinis from Beth right now.
Ooh. Another one I can't wait.
I warmed that last week. I was pretty excited about it. I have Scentsy Berry Bright going on upstairs because I'm not letting go of summer yet. Not happening. But I do have Maple Rum Cake going downstairs with me right now. So
That's a good
that's
one.
I
a
have
good
that in
one.
the kitchen. Yep.
That's very cool. I have 3 going. I have the new Frightfully Delightful from Scentsy. And then I grabbed my almond croissant. I'm trying to baby that, but it is what it is. I love it. And then I put in also from Scentsy the vanilla spice that was in that bundle that I had to order 10 of just so I could get it. So it's all it's all
big
Oh,
bundle.
sweet cream spice. Sweet cream spice. That is good.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Love
I'm
it
with
so
you.
much. So it
That
smells
sounds
like
good.
a frickin' amazing pumpkin peach almond croissant in here.
So good.
I have a hodgepodge in my home right now. In the office, I have Travis's pumpkin pecan waffle or pecan, whatever he calls it, pecan pumpkin waffle, I think. And then over in my bedroom, I have Waxy Taffy strawberry cream puff. And then downstairs in my open concept area, I have Dessa's October going all over. A little bit of everything. Waxy taffy, same thing.
Strawberry cream puff. Yeah. It's so good. It's so freaking good.
Yes.
I'm like addicted. Well,
It's so good.
yeah, so yummy.
If
How about you,
whoever,
Chris? What you got?
Steph, if you like the almond croissant, Scentsy, you have to try Waxy Taffy's almond sugar on macaron. It's fantastic. So good.
Okay. Well, they're on my list for next year. We have the hashtag, no more till 2024, but that's not working for any of us.
It's not.
We're all failing tremendously.
Low buy, no buy, fail. Absolutely. We're good at that.
Oh my gosh.
You guys keep coming out with like amazing things.
I know, and I just, I guess it is what it is. We all understand.
Chris, what are you warming?
I have a bunch of things warming actually today. I've got Bowser's Breath going in my living area.
Ooh.
I got Sassy Girl, her Waltz blends. I got one of those going. And I have one that Steph had sent me from Kringle Candle. I can't remember the name, Steph. The one with the
Mr. Gray.
That one. I got that going in my bedroom. And in here, I don't remember what it is. It was an off name that I'm not even familiar with, but yeah.
Sounds good. A little smorgasbord. Yummy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eric, are you warming anything?
I have IHOP in. So yeah, I love that one.
So good. Love IHOP.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that one yet, but it's coming. It was in a pre-order early September. So
you'll love it,
It's
Mark.
in the round robin box, just saying.
In the round
robin box. There. A whole loaf of
Eric
it.
and I are coffee lovers. Absolutely. Yes.
So, Erika, I've been wanting to order from you, but I am absolutely horrible at remembering to order things. So, one of these days, I'm going to remember. I'll mark it on my calendar, though.
Thank you. Aw. So I'm working on the pre-order now, and then I think I'm going to do a holiday sampler. So I know some people don't like samplers, but it won't be a mystery. I'll publish the scents. The surprise will just be like you won't know like what format it'll be in. You know what I mean? So that will be the surprise. But
that'll be cool.
Yeah. I did something with the carnival sampler, like where you guys could like mix and match with the funnel cake. So I'm doing something similar for Christmas where you can kind of create your own Christmas.
Loved that. I saw that.
Create your own Christmas
Yeah.
scene, I think I'm going to call it or something. So it'll be like different things you can blend with different things to make, like create your own like Christmas scent or something. So I think
That's very
I
cool.
like that interaction you give us, Erica, to kind of be our own, different blends. You know what I mean?
Mixologist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That. Mixologist, endologist, all of that stuff.
Yeah. That's fun to
It's
do.
fun.
That's Maggie. I second that. Coffee blend with the sugar cookie bread, dough bread.
Oh, there you go, Travis.
The what now? I'm sorry.
there's an idea for you from Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
That
good
would be
one,
good.
Maggie.
All right, let's do a giveaway.
Yes.
All right, this is going to be one of Travis's scents. So you guys know the drill now. Type in snickerdoodle. And Valerie, you just made it in time for a giveaway. Type in the
Valerie.
word snickerdoodle, and we're going to do a giveaway. And the screen is showing you the last winner, so don't worry.
So fun. Oh my god.
And time is flying. How are you guys doing on time? We've been in here an hour and 20 minutes. We can chat for 3 hours.
I'm good so
This
far.
is so much
I'm
fun. I
good.
love this.
We're good. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. It goes fast. You'd be surprised.
It
does.
does. Let's go fast.
Okay, I'm gonna count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go.
Okay.
Aaron!
Oh, good job.
Aaron,
Yay.
Congratulations, Aaron.
That's so cool.
Very cool. All right. So Aaron, you just won something from Travis, one of his waxes. And let's do another one. We'll do another one, okay? Let's keep going. So let's start again. Let's type in snickerdoodle.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god.
Yes. Hello.
I'm so glad this thing worked.
I know.
Mhm.
That's very, very cool.
I'm like, am I gonna have to write people's names down and then pull it out of a hat? I'm like, what are we gonna do here?
That'd make for a very long video.
I like it when the screen's like this so I can eat my food real quick.
There you go. Yeah, April, I know.
That's right. It's dinner time. Here it's bedtime and it's dinner time for you
No,
guys.
it's only
Right.
6:20 here. Okay. Looks like the snickerdoodles are slowing down. All right. Here we go again. MD18.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Who's MD18?
Yeah, who is MD18? Okay. No. Congratulations, whoever you are.
There they are.
And I didn't announce it, but that'll be Erika. We'll just kind of go in circles. So that'll be Erika's.
Maya. Very cool. Congratulations, Maya.
Oh, Maya. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. I love
Yeah.
her channel.
Cool. Okay.
Yay,
I love
congratulations.
wax becoming videos.
All right. Let's see. Who has another question? If not, I will look one up really quick here.
How much wax do you guys pour out when you're testing? So, like, do you just say, and just dump it all? Or do you, like, how much wax do you waste? Not really waste, but, dump.
I don't dump very much at all. If it's something that I'm like, I don't think this is good enough to put out there into the world, I will still, give it to friends and family.
Okay.
They're always willing to take it. There has really only been a couple that I know that I've dumped, and it was recently. I just had like a few like little drops of oil left in a few bottles after making some blends, and I was like, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. It was awful. It
Oh,
smelled
no.
like trash. So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I dumped that out. Matt wanted to keep it, and I was like, no, I'm not smelling that. I'm not doing it.
So you mean like as far as testing, how much?
Yeah. So, like, if you mix something and it just absolutely doesn't work for you, or
Usually I do like, I don't know. I have 2 warmers in the bedroom, so I do probably ½ ounce in each, and I usually make a 6-ounce batch. So if it's bad, I just throw the rest away. So
Okay.
I don't want to give it to nobody.
Yeah.
That's how I am too, Travis. If I don't like it, and Beth, like I don't want to give it. I don't want to even give it away. But I will tell you, I have wasted a lot of wax in the beginning because I thought something without knowing the scents and the fragrance oils that well. I thought, oh yeah, this is going to smell amazing now. And then I would pour heavy, and then it was just like, no, I can't. You can't do that, Erika. You cannot do that. Because I wasted just a ton, like a ton, like just bad. But lesson learned.
Yeah, in the beginning, definitely. I forgot about that. Yeah, there probably was a lot wasted back then.
I have a question for Erika and Beth. How much wax do you have currently that you are waiting to test?
Oh.
Do you
Like how many blends do you have sitting waiting?
Oh,
Made in wax.
I have about made waiting to like
not that much right now. I started a little bit on that today, like in between doing the coffee scents for the pre-order going on now. I started like testing for like my holiday scents. Because I have a list and it's pretty solid. Like I think I know what I want to do, but I want to like test them just to be sure. So I've got about a month to do that. So I just started that kind of today.
Okay. I have a couple because I'm testing for this holiday sampler, and there's going to be a lot of new scents in there, things that and some oils that I've never worked with before. So I wanted to sort of test those out a little bit. And so I have a couple, but I need to do more. So there's probably like at least 6 or 8 more that I need to do.
Very nice.
I thought you meant like just blend ideas waiting to test. No. And I was like,
like actual
spreadsheets full. Just
right.
Lists upon lists upon lists.
How about you, Travis? How many do you have?
Like 2 drawers full.
Oh my
It's a
God.
lot. Well, I tend to buy a lot of samples of single oils and pour them just to see how that oil is. So there's about half of that is singles and half are blends because I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Just work, So we'll see how it goes.
I do that too. I buy a lot of those single oils and then I get busy and I don't get to test them. So that's what I've decided December is for. Like I'm just going to take a week and just like have fun and just play with all those little 1 ounce bottles.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Is that therapeutic for you guys to just like sit and
Excuse me.
I mean, it's therapeutic for me when I just pull out my wax and just like sniff in a corner like a crazy person. But I mean, I can't even imagine having all of those oils.
I think we all do that. Being into this hobby, we all sniff like a crazy person.
Well, we're all Jan from The Office, right? Like just sniffing her candles. That's what Matt's always like. Okay, Jan, just go get your fragrance oils. And
that's my kids. I got my 2-year-old son going, this one actually. Yeah, Travis's.
It's like when you reviewers you get wax in, you're so excited, and then the vendors they get fragrance oils in, they're like, oh yeah, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
To kind of piggyback on that, Travis, I was wondering, do you guys like to watch reviews? Do you get nervous? Do you get excited? A little bit of both? Like, I can just imagine, kind of like.
That's a great question.
Personally, like I used to, and now I'm more of a. I just like to watch them and take the feedback. If there's any positive or negative feedback, just take the feedback and learn from it. But I do try to watch you all when I can. If work's not busy, that's my time to watch YouTube. I just prop my phone up and I just go. So, but yeah, I do like, and the YouTubers are like. And vendor, we like to support, or personally, I like to support you guys because it helps your channels grow, and you support me, so I should feel like I should support you also.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
100%. That's what I was gonna say too. Like I wanna support y'all because, I mean, gosh, y'all have helped, us so much. So we definitely want to support, but it is a little nerve-wracking. It's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, you know, but feedback is important. I mean, you have to get that feedback or you don't grow. So
Scent is so subjective though too, right? So hopefully we do a good job saying like that's not our scent preference, like that's the issue, and it's not like, oh, this is gross.
Yeah.
You know, that's not helpful.
Because one thing you like, somebody else might not like, and
Exactly.
vice versa,
And I agree,
we'll
the
all
feedback's
diverse.
invaluable. So, I mean, it's
And this is such a kind community. I mean, everyone's just so supportive and sweet, and so it's good.
That's very cool.
What was my question? Oh, I know what it was. So have you ever been, I guess it's two questions. One, have you ever made something and thought this is going to be the big hit? And was it or not? Or have you ever made something and just was surprised that like it took off like it did and it was just totally surprised you?
Donut shop in Palo. I was shocked at that one. I mean, it smelled good to me when I made it, but I wasn't just like, woo, this is the best thing that I've ever smelled in my life. And, people just really took to it. And Summer had a lot to do with that. She really talked it up, and I appreciated that. But that wasn't one that I really expected to be as big as it became.
For me, I mean, obviously sugar cookie dough bread. I made it. We were remodeling the house, and I made it, and I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna melt this today and try it out, and I was like, holy cow, this is amazing. So, but I specifically remember one oil I made. It was a single oil too, and it was so strong, and even on cold, it was so strong. And I put it in all the warmers in the house, and nothing. So it was very disappointing.
It's a great scent though.
Erika, do you have a surprise?
Probably the watermelon Rita. I didn't, I think I felt like it was in the spring or whatever when I first did it, and like summer was coming up, and like a margarita scent might be fun. And I was like thinking, okay, what other like note can I pair with it? And I had a watermelon oil that I thought was pretty good. And so I just thought, let's, go for it. So that one for sure, I did not expect it. Thanks to April and Catherine on that one. And I'm trying to think what else. And then on the flip side, is there something that I can't think of anything like on the top of my head of that like I thought was going to take off and didn't. Not to say that I haven't had flops. I'm sure I have. But I just can't think of anything at the moment. If I think it's something, I'll say it. But I'm sure it's happened.
And then we got here. How often do you melt other vendors' wax versus your own?
That's a great question, because I actually I got that question kind of today. I posted in my Facebook group that I was really trying to like work through Scentsy, because I'm super behind on my Scentsy club, and someone was like, "Oh wow, you melt other than your own," and I was like, "Yeah," because I mean, honestly, I'm still a consumer at heart. Like I still love wax. I mean, I love to try other vendors. I love Scentsy, and I'm always testing my own. I mean, there's always like a test going somewhere in the house, but yeah, I still love to melt from everyone else as well.
I think Janine from Glitterati said it best. She said, I like to go out to eat too. I don't always want to eat at home. That's how she describes it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I saw her say that once in one of her groups months ago. I thought that's really good. Supports. You all support each other.
Plus, I feel like everyone has a different vibe. And so like, it's just so nice to like try other vendors' wax because, I don't know, just, get a different experience. And that's what it's all about after all, I feel like.
I agree. Chris, you said that in one of your videos that when you were sniffing, I think it was Britta's, and you're like, everyone that you've smelled, all these vendors have like there's like a signature, right? Like it's just
you just know.
Yeah, you smell it and you go, oh, this is Beth. Oh,
So
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You have your own. I don't know what it is.
Uh,
What makes that's something I'd like to ask. Like, what makes your scent blend your own? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
It does. I don't have an answer. I don't know.
Yeah, just like I would be able to identify.
Mhm.
I can identify Beth. I can identify Erika in Travis in Sassy Girl, and they're identifiable, and it just amazes me. It's
Yeah.
I
I guess
personally, I feel like, and I think a lot of vendors are, we strive to be different from others. I don't want to copy Beth. I don't want to copy Erika. I want to do my own thing. So that's kind of where we get our signatures from.
okay. That makes sense.
It
Okay.
shows.
Yeah.
it's almost like you put a little bit of yourself in it, you know, a little bit of your heart in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it probably is like along those same lines. I mean, it's like our scent preferences. So we kind of find those scents that we really enjoy, and they may be the same scents that other vendors are using, like the marshmallow firesides and the strawberry pound cake and all that. But we've kind of learned like our preferences of how much of each to put in there, maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So we've kind of figured out what we prefer and what works best with our scents, maybe. I don't know, but that's really
agree.
interesting though. But I agree because like I can do the same thing with other vendors too.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
And
I
I
think about that sometimes. Oops.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead,
Sorry.
Erika.
No, I was just going
I'm
to
in
piggyback on what Beth said. And sometimes, like, I worry about that. Like, if I think of something, I'm like, oh, does somebody else already do this? And, like, of course, like you said, like, there's obviously the strawberry pound cake, like birthday cake, like all of the similar scents. And, of course, there's probably going to be blends that are the same as another vendor, but it's not going to smell the same because it's
not.
various suppliers and different ratios and things like that. But I do worry about that. I'm like, oh, someone's going to think I'm copying. I'm really not. But if I obviously, like, I'm not going to go out and copy like Beth's beach night cookies or Travis's, like, you know, sugar what is it, sugar cookie dough bread.
Cookie dough bread, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But like if someone's known, like they have a signature like scent, you know what I mean? But
And that's hard because, like Beth said earlier, spreadsheet full of blend ideas, and it's like you have the idea and you just haven't implemented it yet, and then you're like, oh no, they released that, and then you're like, oh, should I? It's a struggle. There's only so many oils you can blend with before you're borderline copying, but you don't do it on purpose. You do it because you like it.
Mhm.
right.
And Beth's customers aren't mine, Erica's aren't mine, you know, and vice versa. So I have customers they don't, and they have customers I don't. So we do what the customers ask for in the end. So
Mhm.
And
That
also
brings
your
me to a
blends are different.
question. Oh, sorry, Christine, go ahead.
But your blends are different. So
Yeah.
like Beth's known for her beach night cookies. I mean, I bought
Yep.
3 large bags of it and I love it. But I bought your beach nights, Travis, and I bought Erica's beach night, and you all have your different spin on it. So I think, I mean, it really just comes down to, yeah, she might be known for something, but you also have a different take on it. So,
Yeah,
go
Yeah, I
ahead,
agree.
Martha.
I forgot. That's okay.
Sorry.
Did Ashley have a
No, that's
question?
okay.
Can I talk over you, Ashley? Somebody was starting to ask a question.
And this might be silly, but when you're doing a blend, how do you decide what color you're going to make that blend or colors?
Mine's easy. I mean, I can't answer that question.
I know I should say except for Beth, but how is it just like what you're feeling that day, or do you try to color it based on colors of the oils, or like raspberry would be pink or red? What is your thought process behind that, if there even is any?
I do think about that. Whatever like this, like the oils I'm using, whatever the name is, I kind of try to correlate the colors to whatever it is. To be honest, it's like nothing really beyond that, personally.
Yeah, for me, it's like Erica said. I agree with that. Is you try to color what the blend is, if you can. Like sugar cookie dough bread, you want to use brown because sugar cookies, usually brown, and so yeah, it's basically all behind the scent. Or you
I
just
remember,
feel weird that day, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna do pink and blue for no reason.
Heck yeah.
Right.
Be a rebel.
I remember what I was going to ask. How do you feel when people ask you to dupe something like Scentsy or Bath, Bed or Bath and Body Works? Like, is there like how do you feel about that?
I don't mind it. I mean, I can't make any promises, but I think it's fun to try. Just because it's just another fun little experiment. And I think someone had mentioned Pearl mentioned pink leather.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that because it's good.
It is
I've got
good.
like 3 or 4 in my club right now, and I don't know if I can keep doing that. So gonna have to do something, find something similar.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was struggling a little bit. Like if it's another vendor's, then I don't know. What do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only
I
thing.
don't so much mind like Bath and Body Works and Scentsy and that sort of thing because they're good. They're good. But yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about another vendors. And I don't think
Like-
I've ever been asked to dupe anyone's.
I feel like if you do customs though, I feel like that's different, right? Because then you are kind of open to that, and you're not necessarily putting it out there as your own. The customer requested these scents, and then you're creating it for them. So I feel like that's something maybe different than just like duping it and then putting it out as like your own blend.
Mm-hmm.
And a vendor that's maybe closing down.
That was my question.
I was thinking of that too.
Just saying.
Like I think I'm all thinking of the
Throwing
same
it out
one.
there.
That was my question.
I've been asked like once to do a dupe, and I don't mind, but it's not going to be the same. It's going to have my spin, my take on it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of duping other vendors. No, like Bath and Body Works, I'll do that, but normally if a Bath and Body Works dupe is already duped. So
Yeah.
All right. Should we do another giveaway? Let's see. Would be Beth. I think Beth is up with one of her scents. So let's type in Snickerdoodle. And I'll post some things here. Yeah, I would agree. I think you all have, like with Travis, there's a cadence, right? There's a consistency, whether it was monthly, Beth. I mean, you're always either having a pre-order or an RTS, and that's nice. There's some vendors. I dip my toe into vendor wax, but some seem to be very hard to get or inconsistent. Let's see. All right. Typing away.
Oh, there's a lot.
There is a lot. Let me go back to sharing my screen.
For the screen.
I love it, Christine. Type it in there.
Hey, Summer's doing it too. We
You know
weren't
what?
joking.
Why
We weren't
not?
joking.
No, I shouldn't
We
type
were
in my name.
not joking.
All right, let's we ready? I think it's slow down. And it doesn't matter how many times you type in Snickerdoodle, you don't get extra chance. I think it automatically removes duplicates. So
Oh no.
Yeah. It removes duplicates and it removes past winners. So if you've already won, it shouldn't come up again. All right. Okay, here we go. Summer's been copy paste. Pearl.
Oh, yay!
Again.
Congratulations.
Accent.
I don't have pink leather ready yet, Pearl.
Okay, let's do another one because we have a ways to go and we're already an hour and 44 in. So let's type snickerdoodle again. What you eating, April?
Like 9-layer bean dip and
Weren't you eating chips last time?
chippy chips.
She likes
Chippy
those
chips.
chippies.
Chips.
Those are chippies.
I have to laugh at that. Snickerdoodle Xfinity times Xfinity.
Good luck in summer.
Mhm.
I had to get a bar of pink leather to smell it.
It's good. It surprised
It is
me.
good.
I didn't.
Yeah, it surprised me too. I was shocked.
And it's
And
even
then
better on warm.
Yeah,
I think
really
Counting
good.
the Stars is similar to that.
I think I put that in my club because of you. For wide open spaces.
Yeah. The wide
right.
open spaces was really nice.
Okay, I'm gonna run it now. Here we go. And this is for one of Travis's waxes.
Oh, I wish I should have put in my name.
Wait, can I put in my name for the other ones?
Yeah.
of course. We're all yay.
Oh, congratulations, Naomi.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Very cool.
This gives everyone an opportunity to take a little bite of something or eat. But congratulations. Do we do one more?
Sure.
Or should we
Roll
wait?
with it.
Yeah.
Should we just keep going? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it one more time and then we'll take a break from the so snickerdoodle. Type it in.
I'm doing it.
And this would be one of Erika's waxes.
So we didn't talk about this. Are we just going to randomly just whatever send?
Yeah.
Okay.
You each got 5, so you should have 5 winners. And then
Yeah.
the winners can either email them directly through you all have your email on your websites, right? Or Facebook, or PM them, or come through me if you need to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the ginger ale. Pearl loves the ginger ale. The ginger ale blends.
I
Cool.
second that
Good.
one with Pearl. That's amazing.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. It's
Let's
because
do
of
Sippin'
Pearl. I'm gonna.
or sipping on summer part 2.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I
Both.
think. Yeah, both.
All of the above.
Pearl wants me to do a cranberry ginger ale for the holiday sampler, which I think I'm gonna do.
Cranberry ginger ale, and then in next year, Erica, for summery, maybe a ginger ale sampler.
I can do that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Brittany, type in snickerdoodle and you can win some wax from who was next? Erika?
I think Beth's
I think
next.
that's
Yes,
what you
it
said.
was Erika.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Brittany's like, what's up with all the snickerdoodle? She just joined. just type it in, Brittany. Just type it in.
Type it in.
Don't ask questions. Just do it.
Just do it. Just follow the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, I think. Wait, I'm going to give Brittany a chance to type in snickerdoodle.
Like what?
There she did.
There she goes. She got it.
Yay.
You got it? There you go.
Wait, no, it didn't.
Oh,
Not
you
spelled right.
misspelled it. You misspelled it, Brittany. I don't know if it takes one more
It
time.
probably won't.
You could do
I
all.
think I got flagged for typing it in so much.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
There she
All
is.
right, I'm gonna run it now. Here we go. Chrissy, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Let me stop presenting. And we're back. Cool. All right. Any other questions or conversation starters? Let's see here.
I saw
I have a-
April's. Do you warm wax every day, and do you need a break from melting wax? That was a great
Ah,
question.
good one.
I personally don't melt as much as I used to, for sure.
I do. Probably not as much throughout the day as I used to. I mean, I may have something like in another room, like testing it, and I'll walk in it every now and then, but I'm not actually getting to enjoy it because if I'm making downstairs, I mean, it's gonna probably scent most of the house anyway. So, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I try to melt every day, but sometimes I wake up and I get coffee and I'm like, I just don't feel like it. So.
I do melt every night though. Really and truly, I think that is like consistent for me. Like after everything's done for the day, like I do have something going, in the bedroom and just, kind of relax.
Okay. What's your favorite blend you've ever poured?
Ooh.
Mine is strawberry musk. It's my hands down my favorite. I love it.
What are the notes in that, Beth?
It's strawberry pound cake and iced vanilla woods.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I poured it yesterday,
I think that was on
and
the
it was.
order. I don't remember if I got it or not.
Yeah, I poured it yesterday, and it was just the best day. It was so good. Loved it.
I hope I got that too.
Why have it? I think I'm gonna melt that one
It'll be
tomorrow.
back.
I'm looking at my order to see if I got it.
I'm gonna do that
It'll
one
be
tomorrow.
back. If no one requests it, it'll be back because I'll put it there because I love it.
I don't think I ever smelled that one.
I don't know. I didn't either.
I love
But I
it.
do
It's
have
really
Donut
pretty.
Shop and Palo coming.
Yay!
Yay, Christine.
Oh, thanks,
Checking the
Steph.
spreadsheet. Checking the spreadsheet.
Yep. Checking right now.
Oh, I didn't get that one, but I will next time you offer it.
I love
It's
that you guys
coming.
have a spreadsheet. I'm so unorganized.
Melissa's got a good question too.
What was Melissa's question? Let's see.
Is
Let
there
me find it.
something? You got it? Is there something in
for it.
particular? Did you find it?
Go.
There you
Yep.
go.
There it is.
Melissa, do you mean for like blends?
I'm guessing so.
I think I posted this in the group once. I'll have to ask you guys because I'm a big bakery person. Sometimes I'll just be scrolling and when there's like just all the bakery goodness like in recipes and things, I'm like, I need to do that as a sense.
Right.
Do you guys ever do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause that sounds really good.
Yeah, we do. I think I've had a few peanut butter scents that kind of came from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get it.
Yay!
Melissa, I think
me.
for
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Travis. You're good.
For me, it's kind of half and half. It's you see something like a bakery, like Erika was saying, you want to be like, oh, I can make that, or it's just random. It's whatever's on the shelf and sounds good together.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's me. That's me. Just get in there and try it, see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely have days where I feel like I'm more creative than others. Like I have days where I'm like, okay, yeah, if I got some oils out, like I could do this all day long. And then other days where I'm just like, I'm not feeling that today. Like we'll come back to that later.
Mm-hmm.
I try to stop myself when I'm further ahead because if I blend something and it's a stinker, then I'm like, it's an off day. I better just like,
Yeah.
wrap it up. Call it a wrap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
So
question.
how do you guys melt things that you don't really? Erica, I know I asked you this in chat. So, like I am not a clean laundry person, and if someone asked me to make that oil for them, I think I would be kind of cranky and I wouldn't even know where to begin. Does that make sense? Like how do you make something that's not your preference wheelhouse?
You know, I don't think I have anything right now, like as far as like categories. I think I've kind of learned to just love them all, really and truly. So I don't have anything that I would just be like, I don't want to pour anything like that. Like I couldn't handle that. And I probably just wouldn't put it out there that I had any kind of specific oils if there was something
yeah,
like, you know, dirt that I couldn't do. I just wouldn't put it out there.
Ashley, I think did you have a question?
Yes. Your spouses, what is their favorite blend of yours that you make just for them, or is it one that's also popular with us, your customers?
So Matt, he has no sense of smell, y'all. He's sitting there helping me pour, and I'm like, "This smells so good, doesn't it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can't. It has, yeah, there's something there." But the ones that he can always smell are the coffee blends. So he does like the coffee blends, and he is actually the one who came up with Cozy Barbershop, the Marshmallow Fireside and Barbershop. He loves that one. And it's one of my favorites too. And so now I'm like, okay, you're gonna do a whole barbershop sampler. Like, I think Alexis actually requested that, and I was like, okay, Matt, that's you run it.
That's your job.
I like Matt.
2024.
My husband likes What the Melon Rita. He does like that scent. And the funniest thing is, he started a new job. I'm trying to think. It's probably been, maybe 6-8 months ago now. And when he walked into the office for the first day, they had Scentsy warmers going and wax melts. So it was just hysterical. I was like, I guess that was meant to be, right?
I'm gonna have to say, let's get cozy. It's sorry, cocoa butter, cashmere, and Palo Santo.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just offered that, didn't you?
No,
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
One. That was cozy evenings.
That's it.
I like the word cozy.
No.
The cocoa butter cashmere is a cozy oil, though. It's like a hug. Yeah.
So Summer's asking, what's your best-selling blend?
I think mine's going to be either sugar cookie dough bread or strawberry pound cake.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's strawberry pound cake. Yes. And you had one with a pretzel in it too, right?
Yeah.
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 Beth or Erica?
Mine would probably be the beach nut cookies. But this last pre-order, it was Speckles' birthday cake. Speckles
Ooh, I can't wait for that.
I need to try that one. I don't think I ordered that one.
It's one of those that I put together, and I was like, oh, this is good. I hope everyone likes it. And then nothing happened for like 6 months, and then it was like the top seller this past time. So I'm pretty excited.
Did I get that?
I didn't get it.
Erica?
So I'm just going to base it off of this last pre-order, but I feel like the milk and cookie blends did really, really well this last pre-order.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one though, because I feel like when you do a lot of vanilla blends, like you run the risk of it like smelling like crayons or something. I've experienced that before, but I don't think it does because people seem to like it. So
Really good.
So yeah, that's been really popular. And then that fried dough, which I did in the carnival sampler, that was the biggest seller this last time.
I can't wait to smell that one because I think I was the only one who didn't get it from the one before. Everybody bought it. Yeah.
Here's a great question from Carrie. Can you go over each vendor, how to order your wax and next restocks, or what's next?
I would say join the Facebook page because I put everything on there. And I know not everyone uses Facebook, so I've really been trying to post it on the YouTube community tab and then also Instagram. Those are the 3 places that I'm posting. So I would say for me personally, and I don't know, but that's where I tried to give you guys like advance notice on when that's going to happen, so you can plan ahead.
Yeah. Same here. Join the Facebook group. I try to post on YouTube, the community page. I try to put up videos every now and then. I know I'm not as great about that as I used to be. But my website is currently, I'm switching platforms, a little nervous about that. But yeah, if you join the Facebook group and, or something, Instagram will get word to you about what's coming up. And we're going to do our holiday, our Christmas winter RTS on November 11th.
Same, join the Facebook group. I do Instagram sometimes. It's anymore, it's not worth the effort because I don't do reels. So, but yeah, Facebook, I'm very active on Facebook. I don't even know what YouTube community tab is, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But my next, I'm gonna do a pre-order November 3rd through probably the 4th or 5th. So, and I'm gonna do my Black Friday discount with that also. So, and that'll be the last for the year. And I'm probably done until April because we're going on vacation.
Oh man,
We're stocking up.
We're going back to Hawaii in February, so.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have family that lives out there, so.
That's great. Oh, and I guess I didn't say I mentioned it earlier, but I'm doing a holiday sampler, and I'll post something probably within the next week or so, you guys, about when that's going to be. Because obviously, I want to get it to you guys before like December, so probably sometime in November. So I'll post that soon. I did not plan well this year. That's my fault. I did not plan well. Newbie mistake.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I mean, this all just took me back to, oh, y'all want fall scents like in July? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I usually do like a hybrid in July or August. I do like some fall and some winter or some summer still.
gotta let it cure.
Yeah, I like to order it early and let it cure.
Yeah.
I think
Travis
if
and
you
Erika.
offered fall scents all year, you would pretty much be okay with that because there's so many of us that love fall.
Yeah, I would.
Me too. Same. Love them.
Just looking at Brandy's question here, do you plan to ship to Canada at some point?
I do ship to Canada. I actually had a couple orders that went there this yesterday. So
I do. I need to look into that. My shipping, to be honest, you guys, is like it's a mess. I feel like that there's a better way that I can do it. Not that it's a mess, it's organized on the back end, but I feel like I could do something to get better rates or something because I'm just going through the platform right now with the shipping. And so I've been looking into different options. So I want to get that in order for like January. So I'll definitely will add Canada to the mix for sure. Thank you for asking that question.
Erika, send me a message tomorrow. I'll help you out.
Okay. Yeah, I use Shopify, so I'm going through that platform right now. But I know there's a better way. I've looked at like pirate ship and different things, but I don't know. So
Yeah,
you guys have any tips?
Yeah, I got plenty of tips.
I may need some of those too. Shipping's hard. Shipping is like figuring all of that out. It's hard. Like figuring out what the best way to do it. I mean, I can get a package to anybody, but just figuring out the most efficient way to do it.
That's
Through
so kind
all
of
the
you, Travis,
software
to
that's
offer
available.
to help I don't want to say your competition, but to help other vendors. That's so kind of you, Travis.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was a struggle when I first started. I'm like, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's when you do it for so long, you kind of learn how to the ins and outs of it all.
Thank you. I'll definitely do that. I'll take you up on
Okay.
that.
I do want to answer Megan's question about Etsy, the RTS. So right now, I technically still have the website and my Etsy shop. I will be moving to just the website next year, but I am considering doing this RTS on the Etsy shop because I know there are people that may still have some coupons that might want to use those. So I may do the RTS. Nothing's set in stone yet, but I may do the RTS on the Etsy shop just to give people one last chance to use those. So I'll definitely keep everyone updated.
Thanks, Beth. Let's do another giveaway. I think we've done 7. We had 15, so we should get moving here. And I think this would be number 8. 5, 6, 7. Yes. So next is Beth. So this will be for Beth. Type in Snickerdoodle.
Typing it in.
Run. Type fast, Stephanie.
Nah. That doesn't work.
I was messaging Brandy because I'm sending her some of Erika's. So that's how you have to get it to Canada.
I have to get another water.
And then while they're typing, let me see here. Let's see, what was another question? I think someone had a question here too, similar to something I had, but how much wax of yours would you recommend to put in a warmer? I think it was kind of like the question was similar to that. I lost it now with the Snickerdoodle, but like Beth, I put in one. I call them your little bunts. I put in like one of those. I don't cut it in half or anything. But Erika, I mean Travis, like, do you have how much would you put in a warmer?
I personally do about a half ounce per warmer, give or take ounce sometimes. But with Beth's, I cut those in half, and like in the bedroom, I put one in each warmer.
So I'm doing I just started, it's fairly new, doing those like kind of like big 7-piece snap bar. They're pretty chunky too, like the snap bars. I think one of those is probably sufficient for a warmer.
Yeah.
If you have like a mini loaf or something though, I probably agree with Travis because it does melt pretty quick because it is soft and I think the scent throws, pretty early. So I would say like a half an ounce.
Okay. Let's do giveaway time. Cheryl.
Yay.
And that is, who did I say? Beth. Okay, so Cheryl is getting something from Beth. And let's do another one. Type in Snickerdoodle again, and then anyone have a question or a comment on the panel? Not, I'll look.
I have another question. If it wasn't asked, since I missed some in the beginning.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Go for it, Christine.
So, like I was saying earlier that my husband was like, oh, you need to just, if this is your passion, you need to just start it too. And I was like, well, I don't even know how do you go about it? I know, Erika, you said your husband got you a kit, but how did you really get into it? Like, was there a Wax for Dummies book or, what, like knowing how to, like the temperature to melt the wax and what type of fragrances to add and how much to add and, the science behind actually making the wax?
For me, I watch YouTube videos on like the actual process of it, but the hardest part of it was figuring out which materials work best for you, like what met your preferences, what was good quality, what wasn't. That's why I laugh at the Facebook post from a year ago and like looking at those wax melts that I was making at that time, because They were not good quality. They were not good quality at all. So yeah, I think you just have to like experiment with a lot of different things until you find what works for you. But the actual like process, you can find that pretty easily by watching videos and that sort of thing.
And Christine, like the suppliers, like they give you like notes on like a particular wax. So whatever supplier you buy from typically will have notes on the wax and the characteristics of the wax and, what temperature is best to pour in the fragrance oil, that sort of thing. So depending on what wax you buy, that's typically available from the manufacturer.
That's cool. Good to know.
Yeah, I agree. There's tons of information. It just comes down to your personal preference. How strong do you want your wax? How much oil do you put in it? What wax do you want to use? Do you want to use a softer wax where, do you want to make like chunks like I've made? Do you want to, you have to cut them, and it's just, there's a lot of back and forth. So I would just say you start out small and find what you like to do and how you like to do it.
Yeah, lots of trial and error.
And money.
I was going to say, and a lot of money.
And heartbreak, and lots of heartbreak, yeah.
Aw.
It's an expensive, I guess it started out for me as a hobby. It's an expensive hobby because the materials are not cheap.
Yeah. But I think it goes with, I think all hobbies are.
Right.
Whatever you choose. Sports. Probably the amount of money I've spent on wax this year, I probably could have put my patio in my backyard. So, it just comes down to it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do the draw now. And this is for Travis. So, Travis, one of your waxes.
Yay, Brandy!
I'm messaging her right now.
That is awesome. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I know there was a question up here. Let me stop presenting.
Well, that's a great question from Chrissy.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
I'll go. I would say I don't know because I don't have I don't keep wax. I don't keep it that long. I melt it after I make it. I don't know if it expires. But I see a lot of people say, it's after a couple years it's still good, and I've had like really old Scentsy, and the oils have leaked out of the wax. So I don't know. I've never had a vendor wax that does that, but yeah, mine's gone in a couple months. So
Yeah, and I haven't been using my formula for long enough to tell you for more than, I think I started this particular formula back in December of last year, and I don't think I have any from December of last year, but I do have some, from like February on that I've been using. But I would say it's pretty. I'm sure it's pretty consistent with other vendors. Probably want to use it within a year to 2 years, I would think. I'll do more testing and come back in a year or two and let you know.
I agree. It's the year to 2 years. And I also changed my wax formula probably around like March-ish, I think. So yeah, I need to probably just hold on to some of that older stuff and just for myself, like Beth said, just to kind of have an idea. But I agree with both Travis and Beth about like a year to 2 years, I would say. We should probably use it.
Oh, ladies, we got a bunch of wax to start melting.
Maybe they need to buy more warmers or change often.
If I put another warmer in this house, Mike will lose his mind.
Do you have like power strips everywhere?
I was just going to say that.
Behind me, yes. But no, like I literally started plug in a new warmer next to another warmer, and Mike went, absolutely not. Stop taking up all my. It's bad.
I've seen a lot of in groups. I've seen a lot of posts that somebody's melted wax after like 3 years, and they said it was the best thing ever. So personally, I don't know.
It depends. Robin H recently did a video on that, like different, like she said, like what was it, like bakery lasts. Now I forgot, but there were certain things where she's based on her experiences noticed that certain things last longer than others. Certain blends definitely depending on what it's blended with. So I actually thought that was a pretty good video. Amanda's saying she's had some of your wax since 21. Travis,
Wow.
still throws great.
Good to know.
Yeah, I was
'cause
thinking
have
about
quite
doing a
few
video
loans.
since I've been almost into vendor wax. It'll be 3 years in January. So I kind of I'm using up a lot of my older wax from 2021, early 2022. So I can really give a good opinion. Maybe I'll do that in January to help people out there if they have, okay, earthy from this one lasts this long and bakery from this one this long. I'm writing it down as I go, just, to be helpful for those out there, since so many of us get asked those questions all the time. And, if that's something anyone's interested in.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Yeah.
So, question for all of us. I mean, if what was it? Still, I still have to try Travis's wax. What would you recommend?
Pumpkin pie pound cake.
I knew someone was going to say that.
You know what? That's a funny story because I'm looking at my shelf and what am I going to throw together? And it was just, hey, this is pretty good. So,
I love pumpkin pie pound cake, but I also really enjoy the strawberry and pretzel. That strawberry and saltiness that just is delicioso.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
If you are a bakery fan, try that one too.
Warm the soul. Everyone knows. Warm the soul.
Warm the soul is fantastic. I've been in this group for a while, but I've only purchased once. But if you like a good juicy cranberry apple scent, hoodie weather, whatever that's called, Travis, is really good. Yeah, really good, crisp, fruity. About anybody will like it because it hits the apple, it hits the cranberry, it hits the juicy and fresh, and it hits the you can also blend it with bakery if you wanted to too, but that's been my favorite one so far from him.
Yeah, and if anybody knows me, everyone knows that I do not like zucchini bread scents, and for me to warm the soul and get
warm the soul
is
it's smoky. It has that little bit of extra something to it to take that zucchini bread away, so it's a beautiful blend, Travis.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, I love a lot of them, but pumpkin pie pound cake for sure, and your strawberry pound cake, love it. Absolutely love it. So anything blended.
I have to try the strawberry pound cake. Everybody's saying that. I don't remember.
If
I tried. I think I have a blend that has it in it, but I think I need to try more because I love strawberry.
I'm eating ice cream right now, so sorry.
Jealous.
You need to have your dessert after your dinner, right?
It's pistachio. It's in honor for summer.
I love pistachio. Love
pistachio is fantastic. Love pistachio, and not only in wax, but in bakery items and ice cream. Pistachio is so good. I'm actually going to make a pistachio cake tomorrow. It's my aunt's recipe. It has cinnamon sugar, pistachio in it, and it's in a bundt pan, and it's kind of fattening, and it's kind of fabulous.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
The best kind.
All right. Well, we draw another giveaway. So this next giveaway will be Erika from Erika. Let's do another giveaway. I don't know if you have to type snickerdoodle every time or if it just already has it in there, but if you want to make sure you're in, you could type in snickerdoodle. And while people are typing that, do you all have vendors you consistently buy from? And who was your first vendor? Not including Scentsy.
My answer to both. Oh, sorry,
Sorry.
Travis.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
My answer to both is the pharmacist's daughter. She was my first vendor wax purchase, and I still purchase from her every time I can. I love them. I think they do a great job. Their variety is awesome.
Travis, do you want to go? I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go.
I am a fanboy of Salt Mountain Melts.
Absolutely.
But I've got some stuff of Beth, and I'm a super fanboy now. And I have a pre-order coming, and I'm gonna order from Erika. Actually, I'm gonna mail Erika's stuff I got from Amy tomorrow, but I know I'll be ordering. So, but besides that, it's and Salem Wax Co. I like her stuff too. So
Heard of that?
She was surprising. Yeah, I did a small order.
Absolutely insanely artistic for her wax.
Yeah.
It's cool looking.
Salt Mountain Melts is about 45 minutes away from me, Travis.
Yeah,
I'm Utah.
Amanda's very nice. We talk back and forth sometimes, so it's she's really helpful. So
Her coven blend is amazing.
I have some of that coming.
2 loaves.
Erika?
My first vendor that I've ever purchased from, I believe, was L3, and the biggest collection though that I have is Teddy Bees. Probably that's the biggest collection that I have. I think the second one might have been Pharmacist's Daughter, Beth. I think maybe was my second. It was like I went down that rabbit hole, right? The YouTube rabbit hole, and then I just started like, so then kind of snowballed. But yeah, I think L3 was the first.
I feel like I'm the only one alive in the wax community that hasn't had Teddy Bees.
Oh, really?
This is sad.
Don't
Don't do it.
Do the
I
pre-order
should
in
stay away,
January.
huh?
Yeah, don't try it during her RTS. That is Hunger Games. That is like
that was my first experience.
You're not going to get anything.
I ended up with like 2 lavender blends, and I was like, well, okay, I'll take them. They were amazing. Like I go back every time.
Yeah. I think she'll make you like things that you never thought you would like.
Yep, she's very good at those different blends. She's talented with those ones.
Yeah. I think that's what made me fall in love with I like a tree note, but not by itself. And she was the first one that I smelt that had like the tree and the cookies, and I just blew my mind and love every minute of it.
All right, this next one's from this is Erika. I wrote this down correct. So the next freebie is from Erika, and let's do this.
I think I remember them all, Martha, but you have them written down too, right?
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
Okay.
Oh, I hope so, because I'm writing down.
That's crazy!
Yay! Yay! Congratulations!
Nice.
Congratulations.
It says already, should I just draw again and not have everyone type? Or do you want to type? I'm just going to
draw again.
I'm going to hit draw again and see what happens. And this next giveaway, we're at number 11 here. This is going to be from Beth. So I think if you type Snickerdoodle once, it'll keep it in there. Melissa! And that was from Beth, and we're at number 11. Should we just finish it off?
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Okay, this will be number 12, and this will be from Travis. So here we go. Tara! Now, Tara is one of my friends who just dropped off a bunch of Pharmacist's Daughter. at my house. So
Oh, how
awesome.
funny.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do this. We're at this next one will be number 13, and it'll be from Erika.
Lucky number 13.
Yay.
Okay. We got 2 more. So this next one's from Beth. This next one, I'm going to draw. Oh, Bunny. Bunny Sun.
Bunny Sun. I like your name.
That was Beth. Okay. And last giveaway. Here we go. So if anyone just joined, type in Snickerdoodle, and this will be from Travis. But I can't see my screen. In case someone hasn't done it before, in case someone just joined here. But here we go. I'm going to draw again. Laura.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Laura.
That is awesome. Cool.
Woo!
Yay.
That was fun. I'm glad that worked.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're at the 2.5 hour. I could keep going, but you guys tell me if you need a break. Did I lose anybody? I lost Stephanie.
She had to step away
Go.
for a little bit.
Okay. What's next? Like, I know Beth, and this is kind of what inspired the question, but I know you kind of put out there what your plans are for 2024. Do you have any business model changes or things you'd like to do that you haven't done and that you've been thinking about kind of for maybe in the next year or so?
Yeah, so what I really want to do is I love the pre-orders. I really do. But I also love making a lot of different scents. So when you're, doing the same scents for 2 months, I'm ready to get going on something new. So we're going to try something like the made to order almost. So we'll do like a new monthly list and try to get everything made and shipped within that month, and then have a new list the next month. So we're gonna try that in January and see how that goes, and that'll give us the opportunity to offer some of these sampler blends like in full sizes. So maybe every month, one sampler, choose any scent you want from that in full size, and then some other new blends and favorites and that sort of thing. So I think it'll give us the opportunity to do a little bit more variety.
Travis or Erika?
I am kind of opposite of Beth. I'm going to be switching to pre-orders, I believe. Might do random RTS here and there, but I'm really focused on candles right now. I feel like my scent list is good, and I have some on the back burner. So my dream has always been to do candles, but it's going to be hard to do both, and that's fine. But I really love wax melts too, so it's a tough choice.
Yeah, so for me, this was the first pre-order that I've done, and I think I think overall it's gone well. I feel like we're going to be wrapping it up really, really soon, which is quicker than I thought we'd get through it. So that's always good to get out everyone's order earlier than you promised. So I'm thinking probably maybe more pre-orders, and then I think Beth and Travis have indicated maybe like a random, or Travis indicated maybe like a random RTS here and there. Because again, I am fairly new and just want to develop more blends and such and kind of get those out there. So, and then I'm also thinking about testing some different formats. So I was thinking about doing some scoopables. I wanted to test those out and see how those go. And then also the biggest size that I offer right now is the mini loaf, which is 5 ounces. So I was thinking maybe potentially offering one larger size. And I don't know about you guys, but like the molds are the bane of my existence because I'm so paranoid about like the cross contamination. And I have like different molds that I use just for like coffee, and different molds that I use for just like certain types of blends that are heavy. And so I would prefer not to pour in molds at all, but I'm not going to do that because people love like the molds. But yeah, I think like I need one larger size, so I'm probably going to do that. But it might be in something that because the wax is so soft, I just want to find a container or something that I can put it in so that it's not smudging, because I'll be honest, with smudgy bags like drive me insane. They really drive me insane. I consider like even like wrapping things in like, I don't know, wax paper or something like within the bag, like so it doesn't smudge the bag, because it drives me crazy. So I just need to figure that out. But yeah. So I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out what I can put it in that won't smudge a bag.
I really like the tub idea, like Teddy Bees and Salt Mountain does. But
Yeah,
I don't want to
that.
use those because they're already using them, and then I'm like,
I know. I know. I thought that too, Travis. I was like, maybe that's the answer, but then I was like, well, like it's like if it was just one, I'd feel weird. But I'm like, oh, they're both kind of using it, so maybe that's okay. But I don't know.
It's great for storage.
We love it because, like Chris just said, it is so easy to store things with
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pulls the scent in, and
at the same time, like the chunks I've been doing, I love making those things. I don't know why. I've always wanted to make them, and I just love making them. So it kind of, if you would just use tubs or loaves, it kind of takes away from your art. You know,
True.
at that point, it just becomes just plain, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I prefer to be different. So
yeah.
Well, if you think about it, Erika, Teddy Bees, like the vessel that you use for your souffles, you know how it's a little bit of the shorter, wider souffle.
Yes.
You know, the container use not Scentsy, geez. Swanky uses that, and so does Teddy Bees. So I mean, it's okay if you want to use the tub. I don't think vendors would be mad at that if you chose to go that route. I mean, it's your product that you're making.
True. That's what first came to mind. So I will just have to maybe figure out a way to make it different. I don't know. But yeah, I thought I was thinking the tubs might be the way to go for the next biggest size, just to keep it contained and no smudges.
Yeah.
I was laughing, Erika, because one of my empties, I had one of your empty bags, and someone was like, they actually commented, "How did you not smudge that bag?" And I was like, I don't know. But the fact that they noticed that, I was like, I guess I'm not the only one that doesn't like smudge bags, but it just didn't come out smudged.
Yeah.
And you really gotta.
Question.
Oh God.
Travis, you and I, we're going to talk at the same time, or else, aren't we?
Just
No, you go ahead.
It goes back to the tubs and the loaves, and it really depends on your volume too. It's can I pour enough this month in molds? Take them out of the molds, bag them, all this, clean your molds for re-pour, and it comes down to, well, can I just pour loaves and knock a whole bunch out? So it's based on volume too, and you two will figure that out, because I'm sure you're gonna blow up even more than you already are, and you'll be like, okay, I gotta switch something up. So
Yeah.
Well, I have a question about that, because we've been having that conversation, because I know somewhere on this list there is the question, what is your least favorite part of your business? And I'm just going to go ahead and answer it. It's popping out these little cute, adorable shapes. They take so long to pop out, and then you've got to clean the molds and all of that. But my wax is a harder formula. So I just don't feel right about putting that into a loaf form and then sending it out to you guys and being like, chop it up. I've seen horror stories other places, and where people were injured, and I don't want anyone to be injured. So how do y'all feel about chopping up like harder wax?
For me, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
but
It's a pain.
I totally agree with you,
I'm
April.
like, nah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'll do it. But yeah,
I
I
don't
haven't
mind
tried
it.
the microwave technique though. I'll need to kind
I
of.
love chopping wax. It's
do
very,
that.
very therapeutic. So I will,
Me
if I
too.
have to put it in the microwave for 10, 15 seconds, then so be it. It's just very therapeutic for me. And I mean, the other day, I think I chopped up 50 or 60 loaves that I needed to. If it's not chopped up, I won't melt it, but I love just it. I don't know. I don't mind it.
I just don't like when it gets like so crumbly and it's like half of my bag. It's just
Yeah.
like
crumbles.
I have
Yeah.
to pour it. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
so. But that's only
Yeah.
a few vendors are like that. Where
Yeah.
their wax is just super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Blossom Bar. You know, like. But I buy it because I love it. You know.
That was one
But
reason
it's
why I
hard.
didn't buy Teddy B's, because I was
super
like, oh, I
hard,
gotta
yeah.
chop tubs and loaves, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And yeah,
But I love to chop Teddy B's wax, probably my favorite, because it's so, and Erica's too, the softer texture ones,
Mm-hmm.
so consistent, and it's kind of ASMR. It's perfect. You can chop it. It's beautiful. It stays in the shape. I do my chop and chats, and I absolutely love doing them, and it's therapy for me, like several of other you have said too.
I think for me as a customer, I love to get a loaf. I don't necessarily enjoy chopping it, but that's so cool to get a big chunk of wax in the mail. Like that's just fun. That's just exciting.
Makes you feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just haven't moved in that direction. It would like save some time, but I don't know. I just feel like my formula isn't right for it. But I love my formula, and I don't want to change it. So
Someone said, Beth, that they like your buns just the way they are.
Yeah.
oh,
I agree.
thank you.
I like your shapes too,
They're
Beth.
staying. They'll be here for a while, so I'm glad.
Aw.
That's what you're known for. So
Yeah.
that's your thing.
Yeah, that's become your thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to chop, but I will. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. But I naturally just go for whatever I can snap, or it's just faster. But
Yep.
that's me.
Convenient. Yeah.
Especially with 2 little kids. Summer knows it. Summer just said, if anybody wants to come help us chop wax, I just need to be able to throw and go. Throw and go.
All right. Anything else that we haven't asked you guys? Let's see. I guess. Well, I'll have one that I wrote here. Have your scent preferences changed over time? Like, is there something you love that you just got sick of, or you didn't like, a while back, and now you really like it?
For me, no. I like I said, I like anything and basically everything except spruce. I don't want nothing to do with spruce.
Yeah, I just love bakery a lot more than I thought I did. I mean, I can't get enough of it now.
I would say I like the smoky and woodsy scents more than I thought I ever would.
Anything else? Any other comments? Panel's quiet. Oh, what did Steph say? None of you stop making wax.
Agree.
Aww.
Customer for life.
You guys are gonna be 80 and making wax for us.
Absolutely.
I hope so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good question from Lori.
You touched on this a little bit, Erika, with scoopables, but I mean, we touched on it a teeny bit, but and Travis, you said you would love to have a store at some point, right?
Yeah, definitely. 10 years to retire. Before 10 years, I want to be retired from my day job.
So is that the goal, to like have this take off so much where you can do it full time?
Yeah, and that's always been the goal since the business started, and um, it's getting close. It's not there, but it's getting close. So
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Touching on that, Travis, do people at work know that this is what you do on the side?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He probably smells good when he goes to work.
Yeah,
Right.
It like
the office
lingers
smells
on
good too.
your clothes.
Yeah, I sell to quite a few people out of my work too. So
My son's teachers tell him he smells like candles. I think he's too embarrassed, and he doesn't say like my mom makes like wax melts or anything. I think he's just too embarrassed. He's like, "Oh, do I?" And so
We went to the UPS store last week to drop off some like Amazon returns, and the guy working there, my husband went in. He's like, "You smell like pumpkin pie. Y'all got some good candles going at your house." And he was like sniffing all of our items.
Oh, how funny.
That's awesome.
There was no pumpkin pie present that day either. But he was enjoying it, whatever it was.
I have to do a quick shout out here. Marion is from, I believe, the UK. I know it's so I don't know what time it is in the UK, but thank you for joining us, Marion.
oh my gosh, yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Like they're 9 hours ahead, so it's definitely early morning.
Oh man.
Wow.
All right. Well, we've been here at 2 hours and 41 minutes. I hope this was fun for you all, and you are always invited. If not to us to pepper you with questions and ask you, but if you ever want to talk about, I don't know, teddy bees or anything else, any other vendor, like last week we did Salt Mountain Melts. We all did a little surprise, our surprise boxes. And opened up live. They're fun to do. I love connecting with the community. I love this group of people, and it's 3:41 a.m. is what Marion said. So yeah, thank you.
my.
She just woke up.
Wow.
Oh,
it's about what time I'll be up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Up.
No, this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of
you
fun.
guys are
I love
always
this.
welcome, and just thank you so much. I love all of your waxes. You guys are like some of my favorites, and this was in a way kind of like a dream come true for me, for you guys to say yes. And you guys have been nothing but just sweethearts, and I'm a fangirl for sure, and I think we all are.
We all are.
We
Yeah.
all are.
Thank you
Absolutely.
all so much.
Well, we
Thank you
are
guys so
too. I'm
much.
sure.
Yeah,
I was so
yeah.
excited when Martha said Erika and Travis, and then she named all the YouTubers that would be here. I'd be like, this is gonna be
I'm
great.
starstruck over here.
Best Saturday night.
Yeah.
No, that is awesome. That is awesome. Everyone's saying thank you, Erika, Beth, Travis. Thank you. Glad you guys had fun. I like bringing people together, so for me, this is always fun to do lives and stuff like that.
I think we should do lives of when we get Erika's pre-order and when we get Beth's pre-order.
There we go.
Yeah, I was just going to say when we get Beth's pre-order, we should do that.
Ooh.
Which is coming out pretty soon, right? You're going to
Pretty
start
soon.
shipping in a couple weeks.
I think Erika's too, yeah.
Erica is
We
too. She's
should start-
close.
I'm close. I'm down to like I think 6 snap bar scents left, and the
Wow.
and the 4 shit. Yeah, so I'm really close.
Let's do
I'm
it.
really close. I'll be announcing something soon.
Yay.
Beth might be first, but I don't know. It might be around the same time.
We should start shipping next week. I still have a few more things to pour this weekend and probably Monday and Tuesday, but some things will start shipping probably Tuesday.
I'm so excited.
And then eventually we can do Travis's pre-order.
Yes.
Yes.
His inaugural pre-order. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least
I have
special.
I have a question for Travis real quick. Now you said you were going to be taking a break. So are you still going to like when the next pre-order comes, are you still going to do customs at all or?
So after the pre-order, yeah, probably not, to be
Okay.
honest, because I like to take, I'm going to really try to cram it out in like 5 weeks, so I can take most of December off, and then I don't have time to do. I might do something for like January, first couple weeks in January, but after that, I don't want to be pressured before vacation to get things out. And
Right.
um,
Now, when you come back, like say Aprilish, is that going to be something that's still going to be an option for people?
yeah, as of right now, yeah, you can just email me and we'll discuss. I don't like to do like if you want a certain blend of your own, I would just tell you if I can do it, I can do it, and I can't guarantee that you're gonna love it. You know
So,
what I
like we
mean?
could
So
order from your list, right?
yeah, you can order from my list. Yeah, as
Okay.
long as I have the
Chris,
oils, and usually most of the time I have the oils. So
Okay.
Chris is like, I'm speaking for a friend here. I'm asking.
Yeah. Asking for a friend.
Friends.
And they're all here.
I got 4 lobes. I think I'm good for a little bit.
Well, I did do a customs with them, and that's on its way with his RTS that we just did. So
Yeah, well, that's a great question for Beth and Erika. Do you? Well, maybe I shouldn't ask it. Do you do customs?
No.
Not currently.
No.
It is on my list of things to explore in 2024 because it's fun. I love it when people suggest things. And my Christmas list, I mean, it's a lot of customer suggested blends, and that's always fun. So we'll see. I hope so.
Same. I've been asked a couple times if I would consider doing it, and I definitely would. I guess in the back of my mind, I just worry about like with me working full time right outside of the wax business, I would want to be able to turn that around pretty quickly for folks. So like that would just be on my mind. Like, oh, I want to like if they're if you're giving me your money, like I want to like turn that around quick, and I would just always be worried about it. So I would just have to think through that.
So, like Beth and Erika, so I want latte done. Like, could I email you and say, Beth, could you, or Erika, could you pour me, a loaf of that?
I would do it for you. Yeah, totally. Yeah, if somebody did
Okay,
that,
and the
totally.
same thing for you, Beth. Like, oh, I really need some more of that Calm Beach nights. Would you pour me a batch?
Hint, hint.
I mean, I don't know if it's something,
So I'm not going to say no. No, that is
You
part
have
of what
so
I want.
much wax. You're so worried about running out.
No, I want to start doing that because, and I want some of these like favorite scents. And I will tell you that Calm Beach Nights is on this favorite list that I have in my head. I want those to be more readily available.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to explore ways to do that, but then also work in the customs, which would probably be like mid 2024, where if there's like a specific scent that you want, like you can request that.
Gotcha.
That
Perfect.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Still working out those details.
Now I'm going to keep going. Another question on the pre-orders. How do you know when to cut it? Is it based like how do you know when to like say, okay, I'm close, I gotta close the pre-order?
Yeah.
I would ask those two first, since I was like the baby at this, and I don't think my choice was a popular opinion. So,
I think I've done 3 or 4 pre-orders now. I think I've only cut one off early because I really do try to stick with what I've promised. Like I'm cutting it off at this time because I know that people make those plans. Like, oh, they know they have until a certain time to order. So I try not to cut it off if I can. But I've definitely had a couple where I've been like, whoa, this is getting scary. So if it hadn't ended when it did, I probably would have had to cut it off.
I don't have experience in it, so.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. For some reason, I thought you did. Sorry about that.
I'm going to be ambitious and say I'm going to run mine for 2 days, but I think that's probably not a good choice. So I'll probably do like a day, maybe. I don't know. Is that normal? I know like Rose Girls does like 2 days, but like Salt Mountain Melts does like 4 hours.
4 hours. Yeah.
So
You have to get in and get out.
I don't know. guess
I
we'll
will
figure it out.
probably be shortening mine in the future. Because I think the last one I did, it was like the 25th through 27th. I'll probably shorten it to like 24 hours next time. Just so I can get a jump start on planing, that kind of thing.
I only did it for ended up being 3 hours the last time, and again, it was just because I was so nervous. Like I didn't know what to expect. Like how much would I get? Like how would I be able to finish it in time? You know, that kind of thing. I just didn't know. So I don't think people, I mean, everyone was understanding and supportive and everything like that, but I felt bad because I wanted to be able to leave it open for like a whole weekend, but I didn't know. So hopefully longer next time.
I mean, do what you can. I think we all appreciate, Travis and Erika, you are working, you have another job. And so big props to you that you do this on your, after work and all of that. So, I mean, do what you can and don't sweat it. We have plenty of wax.
That's what I said today on Travis's post. I was like, everybody needs to understand that if, what the expectations are versus reality. There's only so much time in the day.
Yeah. There's only so much time to melt the wax that I already have too.
Exactly. My drawers are overflowing that I have to take them now.
But it's been so fun. So let's see if there's any last questions here. I see Summer's making people laugh. What are you doing, Summer?
So, I saw somebody said Summer's going to be emailing all you guys.
Before she said it was a full-time job buying wax. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I love that. Or her blackout series, her blackout buying. That's what her husband calls it, blackout buying. Stephanie, the other day, I think in one of your videos, you're just like, I forgot how you worded it, but you're just like, somehow wax keeps showing up. And it just made me laugh. I'm like, how does somehow wax keep showing up? Because you're ordering it, Stephanie. She's like, what?
Where's
She
she
said,
from?
she said she just
She's
sent a message. She said she had to go.
Oh, okay.
I think the tough thing for me is, so many of the big, well-loved vendors have pre-orders around the same time. And a lot of us, have to make our budget work for this one and this one and this one, or, you know what I mean? And everything comes at once around you within the same week or two. And it's just like, okay, we have all of this here and we have to find space for it. And, oh my gosh, what did I buy? How much did I buy? I forgot I bought this. And I think we all go through that, especially there are some vendors that have a pre-order every weekend, like Sassy Girl Aroma does. And, you can get, I think we all can relate to that. At least I can. Just looking in my folder in my email of all my orders, I'm like, okay, this one's the same time, this one's shipping the same time, this is like a week after that, and I'm just thinking in my mind, where am I going to put all this? Because I've been out of room for months, and I'm just, I'm but really it's an attestation for how much we love the product. We just can't resist buying. But I think that's for
FOMO is real. FOMO is real.
I don't know how the Sassy Girl. I don't know how they do that every week like that. They must be running crazy.
I mean, he's been in business, I think, close to 10 or a little over 10 years. Wow. And same with L3. L3 just celebrated their 10-year anniversary this year. And Dessa's Home Sense will be 10 years next year. So they've been, Dessa's a one-woman show. She works full-time too, and she pours in her spare time and every little bit that she can. So, make a 10-year plan, guys. You'll be here. Yeah.
Can't wait. We'll all be celebrating together.
Yeah. We'll do an anniversary live.
Sassy Girl Aroma has a team of people that do this. Julie doesn't do everything. If she does, she has some sort of superpower I wish I had. But I think Chris asked that question. But yeah, and I I've been a customer of Sassy Girl for almost 3 years, and I don't know how she does it every week, but she does, and a lot of us get sucked in every week because she has her niche for her blends and some of her rolls, like she has the best of, just like Beth does and Travis does and Erika does. You know, we're all guilty of buying from everybody.
You know, it's interesting though, Ashley, because she has pre-orders every week, I don't have that like, ooh, I have to buy it, because I will see them come back, right? Every few, hitting the mic.
I was like that too, you
back.
know, she didn't always do one every week. It was maybe, I forget what it was a couple of years ago, but she didn't always do it every week. So I am like you, Martha. I don't feel as, oh, what's Julie's list look like this Friday? Or, you know, I have to feel like I have to, I won't miss out on it because it does come back. Just like L3, it'll come back, you know, even if you ask for it. Jen and Trish pour exclusively just what customers ask for, really. So I know I can speak for all of us where we love that customer service, and we love that you guys are interactive with us and answer our questions and are transparent. You know, hey, I'm running behind here. Or, you know, hey, I'm going to, like Erika talked about using a different oil for one of her blends that she liked a little bit more. And just that transparency goes a long way. And I know I speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure all the other ladies that are in here, and Travis too, feel the same way.
Yeah, it's also they're in different parts in their career, right? I mean, I say this when I talk. I mean, I just spoke on 2 panels with my day job that, you know, it comes with time. So it's because they have assistants, they have outside facilities, some of them have storefronts. I mean, it's just different. So it's just going to be a different also delivery service, or how much you can, or, you know, what you could do with the time that you have.
It's also about deciding when to take that plunge. I mean, obviously, you're probably not going to have a storefront if you work a full-time job, unless you have amazing employees that will run the business for you while you're not there. But it's I'm getting to the point where it's, do I want to take the plunge? Do I want to lose the security? And it's a tough choice. So
Imagine it's scary. Yeah.
And we did kind of take that plunge this year. And like I kind of mentioned earlier, we didn't necessarily have a choice in a lot of ways, because when I was laid off from my job last November, my husband, he had already come home from a great job, but he had already come home and he was starting his own business that wasn't off the ground yet. So we were just kind of like, okay, well, we got to do something. I mean, this is happening. We may not have been ready for it, but the Lord said it was time. So that's, you know, that's what we did. And so I still had like a virtual assistant business on the side, and I'm kind of moving out of that now, and it's wax full time, and Matt's been, you know, home more helping me with this. So we're hoping it becomes a full-time gig for both of us, really and truly.
Yeah, and it's exciting and nervous, but it's like, you know, you can put all your effort into this business and you can grow it even more than you already have part-time. So it's,
it is nerve-wracking though, definitely.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think on that note, thank you so much. If you won, before we leave, if you won, you can reach out to me either through Instagram or Facebook, or any of them. I think you're all on Instagram as well. So, but if you don't remember who you're getting wax from, I have the notes, so you can reach out to me and then I'll connect you with Erika, Beth, and Travis. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get my order, Travis, later this week, and the pre-orders from Erika and Beth. And thank you also to my co-hosts, Chris and April and Christine and Ashley and Stephanie, who had to step aside, and Summer, who's been there, been there the whole night. So thank you so much, and everyone that showed up too as well. And congratulations to the winners. This is so much fun, and thank you for doing it with me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
This was a
Thank you
great
for organizing,
opportunity.
Martha.
So fun.
Yeah,
thank you
for being here.
You're welcome.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.